All new drinks are here. Now at McDonald's.
Refreshers contain caffeine.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
It's world number 1 France against world number 3 Spain in today's World Cup semifinal. Spanish star Lamine Yamal looking for his first goal since the group stage.
There it is! There he is! Lamine Yamal, first career World Cup goal!
Yamal celebrated his 19th birthday yesterday. Coming up tomorrow, the other semifinal with England facing Argentina.
Download the iHeartRadio app for live Fox coverage of every game.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Tuesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day, and we do have a good program for you this afternoon. We'll get you caught up on what's happening in the world. We'll do that around 3:20 with JCS News. 4 o'clock hour, it's What You Do That's New. We'll go over Ross's Choice, which is a 13-minute video on why the U.S. did not continue in the World Cup.
Did you learn something?
Fine choice. Also, if you want to be part of What You Do That's New, go to the Gym Members Facebook page right now. We have a post up where you can actually suggest this week's What You Do That's New. Yeah. We'll get to that in just a little bit. 5 o'clock hour, Sarah Gia joins us. She's the nutritionist that drops by. I'm going to love the fact that she can smell our wings in the trash.
Yeah, she knows. She knows.
We'll do trivia. 6 o'clock hour, It's Only Money with our buddy get Scott Brown, and you heard it here first. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead, producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Find us on social easily. Instagram, Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On X, just at Jim Colbert Show, and all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can check us out on YouTube. Watch us do the show live. Get involved with our question of the day. Chat in the YouTube chat room. And if you want to leave a talkback, that's easy as well. Just grab the iHeartRadio app, go right to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack, and we'll get you on the air.
Turn you into a superstar.
Superstar, that's right. Your 3 o'clock keyword is check, CHECK. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Check is the word, guys. Go get that dough. Let's break that seal.
Get that money, yes. We need a winner.
You guys doing all right today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Jack,
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah, well fed.
Yeah, well fed. Thanks,
Elixir.
Yeah, thanks, Elixir. We appreciate that. Good wings today with some, and they do. Those are big tots. That's not a normal tot. That's an oversized tot.
That looked like a normal tot to me.
No. If that tot was on a tractor trailer, it would need an assistant and a wide load sign.
That's a wide tot.
That's a wide load tot.
You had some wide tots.
Yeah.
Well, Elixir, obviously, we've always been telling you for years and years it's your Orlando downtown soccer destination.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to the World Cup, you can bet your bottom bippy that they have the match on today and tomorrow for the semifinals, and then Sunday for the finals. That will be the place to watch it, and pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Can't wait. The semis matches are going to be great. I guess Ross is on his way to Atlanta right now as we speak.
This is his travel day. His match is tomorrow in Atlanta.
Have you talked to him today? Did you text or talk to him today?
I did text him.
Was he on the road already?
He didn't let me know that.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to be on the road. It's
6
6 hours to Atlanta from here, something like that?
It's more like 8.
6 to 8 hours?
Yeah.
I read with Tori. It's 8. Or 6, I'm sorry. She flies, dude. Yeah, I'm interested to talk to him about the whole vibe of his crew, and definitely will hopefully get a call from him tomorrow when he's in the stadium. That'd be great.
I told him to feel free to reach out.
Yeah, he should do that. I'm sure that's the first thing he's thinking about.
Right.
Is us sitting here in the studio. Did you watch any of the home run derby last night, Jackson?
Not one swing.
Which I know, right?
I totally forgot about it.
Did
Jack,
you really?
Tell him what you did instead.
I read a book. I didn't read a book. I started a book.
What'd you start?
I'm into my Western phase because I'm playing Red Dead Redemption, but I feel guilty playing video games all the time. So I figured if I had a reading component to it, then I would
going through your old Louis L'Amour novelettes.
Close. It's a little novel called True Grit.
A little novel called True Grit. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I think he's reading those because it makes his Red Dead Redemption experience that richer.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
It's gotta be, right?
Yeah, because when I read the Revenant, which I have to see the movie a second time. I have to see it again because that book I read that in 5 days. I was just like thrilled.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't.
You can't believe it's real.
Yes.
Like you can't believe that it's true.
I had to look up. I'm like, okay, I'm always fascinated with stuff that's written about true events.
Right.
What's true, what's not. And they went on to describe that at the end, and he did a little bit at the end of that, but it's also online. You can see, okay, this stuff happened. This was embellished.
What was embellished?
I don't remember.
Yeah. That dude's real man, though. That's as real man as it gets, right?
100%.
Yeah.
That's why I want to see it again, because after reading it, you have a much better understanding of the story, and I think you can appreciate the film more, because the film, it's more of a passive experience, and reading is definitely interactive, where you are just consuming more of the details.
How long was that guy out there? Was it a month?
Oh, it was a while.
It was a while, right? Yeah.
Bear attack, and then he crawled back.
Yeah, pulled himself, right?
Yeah.
And then it was the whole time in the dead of winter.
Yeah.
Right, the whole time in freezing weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy that you don't want to get in a conversation with at a party and say, I really had a bad year this year when stocks were down, and didn't really have it working. How'd you do this year? I don't know. I got attacked by a bear, dragged myself through a couple hundred yards of miles of forest to survive.
Yeah, wolves, all of it.
Yeah.
And then, because I remember, I saw the movie, right? I remember the bear attack, Leonardo DiCaprio. That's all I remember. And I'm like, oh, yeah, a guy got attacked by a bear. But I'm trying to... And it's like, I don't remember anything else from the movie. So it's like, that's why I really want to see it again. And it pisses me off when you have so many streaming options.
Yeah.
And it's still not available.
Yeah.
You got to pay for it.
You have to search it and then wind up paying like $8 for it. Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Again, text us at 77031. Your 3 o'clock keyword is check, CHECK. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. The home run derby was actually really good. I watched every swing of it last night.
Did you?
Every single swing. Daughter baby daddy is a baseball guy. Remember, he worked at DBAT for a while. That's his thing. Sports management is his degree, so he's kind of into it. And baseball was his thing. So we were talking last night a little bit, and he wanted to see it. He had things he had to take care of, so he didn't get to see it. He was watching it on his phone. And the last part was pretty darn good, dude.
So it's just interesting. He has Netflix on his phone.
Yeah. I have it on my phone.
It's easier to have Netflix on your phone than anything else.
It really is.
Wow.
It's an app.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Yeah, it's an app. But and I didn't know until today when Deb told me that it was on Netflix, because in the past it's been on ESPN.
Yes.
I haven't had ESPN for 10 years since I cut the cord.
Right.
So I kind of dismiss anything on ESPN. So I didn't even think about looking for it. And then when she mentioned it's on Netflix, I'm like, oh, that's one I do have.
Right. And it's wild. I mean, who would have million? I mean, and now really with all the streaming platforms kind of getting into the sports game, I mean, having ESPN isn't even really a necessity anymore if you're a sports fan. It doesn't really even come into play. I mean, either it's on Prime, Netflix. I mean, there's so many other options. Peacock now has stuff all the time. So
All-Star Game will be on Fox tonight at 8 o'clock.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, very good last night. I mean, Kyle Schwarber, for people who haven't watched it, made it into the finals last night. Of course.
That guy's still playing?
In Philadelphia. He's now a Philly.
Yeah.
That hurts if you're
along with Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper S the bed. He did not look good at all. But this kid that they had from St. Louis, Jordan something, I forget his name, but man,
Hamilton.
The comeback was crazy, dude. Schwarber went crazy in the finals, and then this kid We thought he was down to one swing the whole time, and then just reeled off like 6 in a row to win it. Crazy, dude. Out of nowhere, this guy goes bomb, 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 and then hits the bomb again to win it. Schwarber was shell-shocked. And the crazy thing is like, it's in Philly. They had a Philly guy. Their Philly guy was going to win. I've never heard a stadium quieter at somebody winning something. No, they were booing him. They were booing this kid Jordan. Like his parents, they would cut to his parents in the stands. His parents were the only ones cheering for him to do something. And when they heard the crowd booing, they were like cheering on him anymore. And the minute he hit that final home run, they cut to mom and dad. Everybody stood in there with their hands in their pockets. And that mom and dad were losing their mind.
Exactly.
It was great.
Exactly.
It was great. But he didn't have a lot of personality. But neither does Schwarber really. But he didn't have a lot of personality. So when he won,
They
he was
have a
just
mic up.
but I mean, they were riding the button there because
that was one thing that I think. I know they tried to give the All-Star game itself relevance by having the winning league, the winning team, their league would have home field advantage during the World Series. But I think what really worked is when they mic'd up the players and you were hearing them interview the players during the inning.
Right.
Especially pitchers. And then you have, if it's on Fox, you have Smoltz talking to the pitcher about pitch selection, what he's going to throw next.
Oh, man, how distracting when you're trying to play Major League Baseball.
Clayton Kershaw and him, they got into an argument.
Yes.
Like, Darby, he's throwing, I'm not kidding. Clayton Kershaw is throwing in his windup, about to throw a pitch, and he's talking to John Smoltz. He goes, "I don't have that pitch, Smoltzy." As he's throwing like a slider, he goes, "Throw him a slider." He goes, and during his delivery, he goes, "I don't have that pitch."
But you talk about like bringing the fan into the game. You can't get more into the game than that.
And baseball players are the most unique of all all professional athletes. They are weirdos, dude. Straight weirdos.
Yeah,
like superstitious and crazy.
I remember Wade Boggs was like. Only chicken. He would only eat chicken. Everything, all the superstitions they have.
Oh yeah, not changing your socks, not changing your underwear, not wearing the same jock strap during a winning streak.
Well, hockey players are just
they're pretty bad.
But football players in NBA, not so much.
I don't think so. No, I don't think they have that as much. For some reason, baseball players have gotten that moniker of being kind of the loopy, crazy aunt of the sports world.
I always will deflect to hockey.
I started reading a book called The Yankee Years. It was what Joe Torre wrote after his tenure was over with the Yankees. And he talked about, and I still haven't, I got to this part. I'm like, I don't know if I can read this book. This is the weirdest thing.
Man, it's
that Roger Clemens would have a trainer put Icy Hot on his fellas on days he was pitching, but have someone else apply it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
why?
Thank you.
On 2 questions. Why not juggle your own?
Yeah. That would be the first.
Why the Icy Hot?
And then why Icy Hot?
I think to
make it super uncomfortable.
I think to kind of make you feel alive on a day where
bungee jumping will do that.
Yeah, you're pitching. You want to be like, I don't know, to instantly piss you off. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
Tie a rope around it.
Yeah.
Whatever place you go to for a competition, like where Michael Jordan would have to really find ways to hate his opponent.
Yeah. Well, for him it was the pharmacy.
Yeah.
I mean.
So I read that. I'm like, that can't be true, and I never finished that book.
Never going to shake Roger Clemens' hand. Not that I most likely get the chance, but now that I know.
Yeah. I got a bunch of stuff to talk about today. A really fun Reddit question we have to go over today. Influencers are reigniting the payola argument, which is kind of an interesting argument. We'll have that. New breast augmentations, which are kind of wild. We'll talk about that a little bit later today. And Tom Segura and his wife have split up after 20 years of marriage.
Saw that.
And it's a weird story. There's an element to this that I'm very interested to see if our audience has this experience as well. We'll get to all of that, plus our features a little bit later in the show. Deb, what do you got for news?
Captain Sully Sullenberg, you remember him, right?
Yeah, I
Miracle
love him.
on the Hudson. Yeah, he is sharing a devastating diagnosis. Closer to home, Florida is facing major teacher vacancies. And speaking about education, do you guys remember those old math questions? 2 trains leave the station at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here's a new one, Florida style. 2 Lake County school principals arrested for DUI hours apart in the same vehicle. Boys and girls, we're going to break that problem down together next during JCS News.
This is one of my favorite stories of the year so far. This is what has happened with school leadership in this state. If they're not throwing underage drinking parties, they're doing crazy S like this. If you haven't heard this story, literally hang loose. You're not going to believe it. And I bet money you've never heard anything like this before. We'll do that next.
It's a doozy.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
You would go do Chippendale for a bunch of ladies if you thought you can get away with it.
Yeah, right now I keep getting arrested.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
There's an accident off to the shoulder on 408 eastbound near that I-4 exit. A disabled vehicle's off to the shoulder eastbound on I-4 near US 92. The off-ramp's partially blocked from I-4 westbound to Lee Road. There's crash getting cleared up there, blocking the left lane. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Need a new roof or windows? Visit HBNUSA.com.
Guys, summer is here, and it's time to get that fresh look that keeps you cool all season long. So I say go to Hammer & Nails Grooming for Guys. It's more than just a barber shop. It's total man care. The perfect haircut, great beard trim with a hot towel and a drink in your hand, and that's waiting for you at 4 locations across Central Florida, open 7 days a week. Plus, Real Radio listeners, you mentioned my name, C-Lane, you'll get a free $20 credit towards your first visit this month only. So you got to book now. HammerandNailsGrooming.com. Hammer and Nails. Total man care starts here.
Every great experience starts with a spark. Ignite the excitement at Daytona Beach Poker, where you'll find all your favorite casino-style table games, including Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, Pi Gal Poker, Mississippi Stud, and more. Whether you're chasing a big hand or enjoying a night out with friends, the action is always burning bright. Plus, with Ember Rewards, every hand helps you earn points toward cash, dining, gift cards, resort getaways, and more. New members can earn up to $150 in bonus cash. Daytona Beach Poker. It only takes a spark. Visit today.
Think you're not the suing type? But you weren't at fault. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. You didn't choose this accident, the bills, or the damage. Don't cover for someone else's mistake. Just call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
From Longwood to Kissimmee, America 250 savings are here. Take advantage of Fence Outlet's seasonal savings and simple financing. From permits to install, we do it all. Call today for 250th celebration specials or go to fenceoutlet.com. License numbers C10252 and C10803.
When power goes out and cell networks fail, AM radio can be a lifeline with local news, weather, and emergency information. But time is running out. AM radio could disappear from new cars unless Congress acts. Please text the 2 letters AM to 39179 and tell Congress to vote yes on the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. Text the letters AM to 39179. Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop. This message furnished by the station.
Last year, we had 295 trials where we'd been offered a total of $90 million on all those cases. When the dust settled, we had recovered over $1.1 billion in verdicts and mid-trial settlements. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won a lot. $30 billion, and counting. The best part of all those wins is that it helps you when you hire us. All those wins allow us to let the insurance company know we mean business. And believe me, they know who we are. If you've been injured, Google Morgan & Morgan results. You're not bragging if it's a fact. 3 million people tried to hire us last year alone. That happened for a reason. Visit forthepeople.com and let's get started this minute. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial pound law.
Offices Orlando.
Want to know how much your home is currently worth? Get a free home value estimate from the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Google the Nickley Group or visit thenickleyGroup.com.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Point! Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Ace, you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at Metamucil.com.
As America marks its 250th anniversary, we're looking back at 2.5 centuries of rebellion and liberty through the eyes of the heroes who defended it.
The whole thing about this country is freedom. If we're not careful, we could lose that.
On Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage, we bring you the defining moments of valor that went above and beyond the call of duty. Listen to Medal of Honor on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Medal of Honor and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Jimmy.
Yes.
Made 2 of your dump cakes that you recommended the other day.
Yeah.
One in the oven.
Yeah.
The second one in my brand new big green egg that I got from Tools Ace Hardware.
Hell yeah, baby.
They were both good, but the second one was amazing. You should try it in a smoker one day. Have a great day.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. We did a pound cake in the smoker once with blueberries, and it was damn
Really?
good. Yeah, real good.
Oh, I got a blueberry story coming up, but it's not like anything like that.
All right, man, that's fine. Your 3 o'clock keyword is check, C-H-E-C-K. Go to realradio.fm and send that off for your chance at $1,000. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack is sitting right in front of me.
Yeah.
Behind a thick pane of glass, exactly how I like it.
I'm wondering, which ED would you prefer? Erectile dysfunction or explosive diarrhea?
Ooh, I'll take the diarrhea every day.
Except when you're in here.
Every day. No,
Except
especially
when you're
when
in
I'm
here.
in here.
No.
Especially.
Your blueberry story made me think of the latter ED.
Oh.
Yeah. They're saying it's lettuce that's the problem.
Is it?
Yeah. We made hamburgers with lettuce yesterday.
Well, another thing they're saying, one epidemiologist or one of those is saying that I think we're looking in the whole wrong direction. I think we should be looking at the water.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see that story as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. All right, let's get some news, Deborah.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, has this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
And JCS News brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. The pilot known for the Miracle on the Hudson in New York City is revealing he was recently diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah, saw that today.
Man.
Yeah, Captain Chesley Sullenberger III, also known as Sully, shared the news in an interview with People magazine. Sully said he first received the diagnosis in August 2025, adding that he's still in the early stages of the disease. For those who don't remember, he rose to national fame back in 2009. Can you believe it was back in 2009? when he safely landed a passenger plane in the Hudson River after a bird struck one of its engines. All 155 passengers and crew members were saved in the emergency landing. The pilot is set to be inducted into the National Aviation Hall of Fame this September.
Yeah, there aren't many pilots with a movie, like a major movie made because of their heroic nature. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, he's 75 years old.
Yeah, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks.
That's right. And again, not a crash landing because
it was a water landing.
A water landing. Something, if you listen to the flight attendants, they actually give you instructions at the beginning as to what you're going to need to do for that.
And we all pay attention, right?
What?
Yeah.
Speaking of few other airline notes today, it's a tale of tragic devastation and resilient logistics making global headlines weeks after twin earthquakes killed thousands in South America, while rescue crews in Venezuela wrap up operations after recovering over 4,500 victims.
Damn.
The aviation grid is also adapting. American Airlines is expanding its footprint today, officially adding a new nonstop route from Miami to Maracaibo to keep families connected. And this secondary route takes on immense importance as Caracas remains closed to standard commercial traffic. So people desperate to get back to their families have very limited ways to actually get in. All right, a convicted air pirate is back on Miami streets.
An air pirate?
After a federal judge ordered ICE to set him free. Miguel Guerra Morales completed his 22-year sentence for a high-profile hijacking to Key West back in 2003. But since Cuba is rejecting deportation flights, immigration officials were legally forced to let him simply walk out of custody.
Wow, really?
And as you can imagine, Homeland Security officials are criticizing that federal judge's decision to release the Cuban man accused of, or rather convicted of hijacking a plane in Florida more than 2 decades ago. A federal judge ordered his release after several months in immigration custody, and ICE says it was forced to comply with that law. So the Department of Homeland Security says it's going to continue pursuing the detention and removal of criminal immigrants who are under final orders of deportation.
When you said air pirate, I didn't know if it was planes or radio.
Right, exactly. That's a good point. That's a good point. All right, a Melbourne police officer is resigning after an altercation involving a teenager, and it did not turn out well. It happened when the officer mistakenly apprehended the 15-year-old while searching for a different person. Body cam footage shows the teen trying to explain the situation before he was taken down and his arm was broken.
Oofa.
So the officer who resigned had previous complaints against him. The Melbourne Police Department is still investigating.
Yeah. I mean, along with the dude cleaning his gun, we're having a banner week.
Yeah, we really are. And he'd also had been identified as well. So, and he was off duty and cleaning his personal weapon when it happened.
And that was the officer, Orange County Sheriff's deputy, and he ended up shooting one child and shrapnel injuring a second. Both kids are okay.
Yeah, police have released the name of the Orange County deputy whose firearm accidentally discharged, injuring his 2 children. My question is, who's going to injure him more, the wife?
He's under an investigation now.
Yeah. Investigators say Austin Ritchie was, again, off duty when he was cleaning his personal firearm on Friday. It accidentally fired off a single round, hitting one of his children. His other child was injured by the shrapnel. The child who was hit in the gunfire thankfully suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Ritchie has been with the Orange County Sheriff's Office only since April of 2024. So he hasn't been. He's a rookie. And again,
I don't know how you do that. I just simply every hunter, every gun owner, when they hear that, it must drive them crazy because of all of the protocol that responsible gun owners go through. Right. Even if there's no one in the room, just for yourself, you go through these protocols. Then you have your children in the room as an officer of the law, and you're cleaning a weapon without clearing it. It's unheard of.
That's what a lot of texters said yesterday at 77031. They're like, you're supposed to break the gun down. How did this even happen?
Unbelievable. And the action to find out if there's a round is the easiest it is. You just breach it. There it is. Round or no round.
Right.
It's so easy. I think
people assume.
Well, remember,
it's just like, wait, I didn't have it loaded.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I remember not having it loaded,
And
not having one in the chamber.
We had a story a while ago of a father and his daughter who were out. I guess they just got a new service weapon and they were out shooting it into the berm and the back of their house. And one of the bullets ended up hitting like an 11-year-old kid sitting in his living room playing video games.
Jeez.
So we see, unfortunately, just like you were saying with the education system and the higher ups and like, what is going on?
Yeah, what is it?
Did they miss the berm?
Yeah,
did it go through the berm?
So in my old neighborhood, that was a big problem because we have you're allowed to have a shooting range on your property in my old neighborhood, and people were not happy about that.
Well, no, because bullets don't stop at property lines.
if you miss a little bit, you get stung by a bee or something while you're shooting, and you're in a neighborhood, dude. It's not like we live out. I mean, it was in the woods, but I mean, it was 200 homes in the neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just like, firing on New Year's Eve. What goes up must come down. All right, Sanford is once again considering a fire assessment fee as a Florida property tax reform measure heads to the voters in November. City officials say if that measure passes in November, Sanford will have this % decrease in revenue over the next 2 years.
11.
42.
18.
Oh, there you go.
That's you know what? Shame on us because the mayor sat in that chair between us and told us that number.
I thought it was 11. I'm going to be honest with you.
I thought it was 40 something.
You did not.
It's 18% decrease in revenue over the next 2 years. The city considered a fire assessment fee back in 2008 and 2025, both times being rejected. But we talked yesterday, I don't know if you saw, Jack, that the city of Orlando has now instituted a hiring freeze.
Yeah.
And has also set up a special fund to help pay for...
Yeah, where the governor now supports this or doesn't, the fact of the matter is it's going to be on the ballot, and unless it's defeated, every town in the state of Florida is going to have to deal with this.
And county,
Yep.
yeah. What's interesting, too, is what people think is going to be automatically covered is not necessarily the case.
Yeah.
Fire and rescue specifically. Right. So if you have, like, in Mount Dora, we have the Mount Dora Police Department and the Mount Dora Fire Department. If this passes and we can't afford that, then we have to rely on Lake County.
Right. Yeah.
But then so does Groveland, so does Claremont, does Eustis, so does Tavares.
The thing is with property taxes, so if you now it takes longer, if it does take longer for fire and rescue to get to you or police, and the parks they're closing parks in your neighborhood, what does that do to your property value?
Goes down.
So are you not shooting yourself in the foot? Yeah, I'm saving on property taxes, but now my property is worth less.
And not only that, they said because of our lending rate, they said something like that could affect your property insurance. Our insurance could actually end up going up because of the fact that we're not going to get... Right, the response times to fire and police may be such that it makes it more expensive to insure you.
So glad they pushed this through. And what was it? In 2 weeks?
Yeah,
special
I was going to say
session?
it felt like 48 hours. What it felt like. Yeah,
and then the governor, which didn't shut up about it for a year, now says, "Yeah, no, I'm not going to support this. It's not my plan, so I'm not going to support it."
Which is good. Let's be a little more public about not supporting it.
Right, exactly. What were you going to say about it?
It's
before?
just. I mean, nothing. It's fine. It's just such a boondoggle. It just seems nothing. It's fine. Go ahead.
All right. Florida school districts are struggling with a teacher shortage. Nearly 2,000 teaching positions are currently vacant, and that's due to high turnover rates. Teacher pay is also a factor. The average salary is around $50,000, making it hard to attract and retain qualified teachers. And another thing they said, the percentage of teachers in the state of Florida that have 4 years or less of classroom experience. What we're really losing are those veteran teachers who've been in the game for a while and can help out the new teachers.
Yeah, but the policies that they've been instituting drive people away. You don't want to come down here and live here because everything costs so much. You don't get paid anything, and then you have to deal with the state coming down on your curriculum every 25 minutes.
Yeah, and you wonder why
who wouldn't come here?
And you're wondering why educators are out drinking.
Yeah, you're right, exactly. I'm dead serious. 100%.
I completely get it.
That literally is the first thought I had. I'm like, well, if I made $50K a year after getting a degree and having student loans, and then had the state breathing down my neck because of the curriculum every 5 seconds, I would be pissed off and probably looking for another job or a drink myself.
While you're dealing with kids whose parents won't hold them accountable for how they behave in the classroom or not turning in their schoolwork.
With shrinking budgets where now we're combining schools, all of this sounds exactly what we need in this state. Exactly what we need.
Jack.
I think they've nailed it.
Jack, we need you.
Yeah, quick before he loses.
I know. The American Red Cross is declaring an emergency blood shortage. Actually, It's not just Jack, it's all of us. It reported a nearly 25% decrease in the blood supply just in June. So urgent blood donors are needed, especially for platelets and types O positive and B negative. To help end the shortage, individuals are encouraged to book an appointment through the blood donor app, redcrossblood.org, or by calling 1-800-RED-CROSS. All right, a Florida couple is suing Publix related to that E. coli outbreak. The suit was filed in Palm Beach County Circuit Court on behalf of Oscar and Roberta Cash yesterday.
All right.
This is why, I mean, we're everybody's joking about the explosive diarrhea story. That's separate. That's a different story. This is the E. coli.
Right.
But this is a reminder of just how serious this can be. So per the lawsuit, the couple bought blueberries at a Publix in Jupiter back in May, and shortly after consuming them fell ill. Roberta got the worst of it. She was hospitalized for 10 days.
Good grief.
Then transferred to a nursing facility for more than 2 weeks.
Wow. That's like organ failure stuff.
Exactly. So as of this week, there have been 11 confirmed E. coli cases in Florida linked to Greenwise organic blueberries sold at Publix. So if you have any of these blueberries in your freezer, you're planning on putting them in your smoothie, just throw them out and don't take any chances.
Eject.
Because your body will. And these are
your body will reject it.
Exactly. And like Jack mentioned, they're frozen.
Right.
So, I mean, normally we're told to worry about fresh produce
and
or
washing it off.
And washing it.
How never think of that. Frozen fruit goes right in the blender.
Exactly. All right. Kroger is ditching plans to build up to 80 Harris Teeter stores in Florida. That said, the grocery chain is reportedly keeping with the plan to finish construction of a store in Jacksonville. Now, for more than a decade, the only Harris Teeter store in Florida was in Fernandina Beach. The company had ambitious real estate plans here, hoped to build high-end stores. However, after ending its delivery service and closing fulfillment centers, its strategy shifted. You think? Kroger has not responded to the report.
Interesting how successful they are in other parts of the country, yet in Florida they couldn't, get it going.
Something seems weird.
And it wasn't because they didn't roll it out. Remember, they built that giant thing in Groveland, which was open 6 months before they shut it down, and then had to pay Groveland like $1 million or something because of the.
Yeah, it was about 4 years ago. I tried doing the delivery service. It was great if you like ordering online.
Yeah.
It was great, and it was good prices and good products. However, my wife prefers to go to the store, and I think many people do.
Well, my next door neighbor who could go to she was Kroger all the time, and when my mom was home after the surgery, Kroger was awesome.
Dude, when we lived in Geneva in that neighborhood, Kroger was as present as Amazon.
All the time.
I don't know what I
don't know what happened.
Every single day I left the neighborhood, I passed a Kroger truck or two.
Yeah, exactly.
The mall I grew up with in Jersey, which I went to when I was there a couple months ago, it's called Paramus Park. But one of the staples, it used to be, I don't know if it was Stearns or Sears, but is now a Harris Teeter. And I didn't know that was a part of Kroger. But it's a store where they put out a lot of food, kind of like a Key Foods. You could go there and eat every day.
Really?
Hot food, cold food.
Awesome.
They have it all, part of a discount.
Kind of like what
supermarket.
Goodings used to be. And apparently Kroger acquired Harris Teeter back in 2014.
Wow.
And their plan was to expand that brand here in Florida, but then for some reason they just pulled up stake and left.
Yeah.
All right, Daytona Beach and Cocoa Beach are among Florida's.
Daytona Beach and Cocoa Beach. Well, Cocoa Beach is nice. Daytona Beach is that nice person's brother.
Cousin.
Who doesn't really
wash.
There you go. They're among Florida's dirtiest beaches.
We got there.
Really?
That's according to a recent study by sustainable drinkware company Just Bottle. It found that both beaches had a high number of litter and cleanliness related mentions in TripAdvisor reviews, so much so that it's getting in the way of nesting sea turtles because they're having to climb over all the crap that people are leaving on the beaches.
Get out of here.
I am not teasing you, Jimmy. I just saw that alert today that it's really affecting sea turtle nesting season because they need it flat, dark, and clean. And people are digging holes. They're leaving their trash. In some cases, they're leaving their umbrellas and their chairs. And the turtles can't get around all that stuff.
God damn.
Now, filthiest animals. So Daytona and Cocoa ranked 8th and 9th respectively. Panama City Beach, Clearwater Beach, and Fort Myers Beach topped the list in terms of keyword mentions.
Yeah, Clearwater's unbelievable.
And then finally, 2 school principals in Lake County were arrested on DUI charges in Claremont after separate incidents, however, involving the same car early on July 5th. Okay, so the passenger, Christina Alcalde, and the driver, Jennifer Jimenez, identified themselves as pretty high up on the totem pole of education as principals.
Right. That's what you want to do when you're hammered and you can barely make a sentence.
Shortly after being pulled over around 2 a.m. Now, Jimenez declined to perform a field sobriety test and was taken to the Lake County Jail. Apparently, she was driving for the passenger who's actually the car's owner.
Right, yeah. She said to the cop, when he asked if she was drinking, yes, I've had some drinks. He said, yeah, I can smell it on you, and then refused to take the test.
Yep, and according to the arrest report, Alcalde, right, the vehicle's owner and the passenger, was also deemed unfit to drive. Police made sure she took a ride share and, with her permission, parked the car in the area where they were pulled over. And this is when Lake County says, hold my beer. About 2.5 hours later, an officer pulled Alcalde over in the same car near State Road 50. Dude's like, what are you doing? And she responded that she was just trying to bail out her friend. I'm not doing anything wrong. I wouldn't do that. Well, she was asked to perform field sobriety tests. This is how pissed off they were that she took this chance.
You could hear it in the cop's voice.
You could hear it because they said she was right on the edge. She didn't perform that poorly, but she was right on the edge. But because she took their magnanimous approach of, we got you a ride share, we parked your car, you could have come back tomorrow, but you decided to come back when you're still drunk and get back in the car. They were both arrested. They pleaded not guilty to DUI and refusal to submit to DUI testing.
She actually said to the cop, I'm much better now.
Right.
Not that I'm good to drive. I'm much better now. So I would go out and say, I bet that this is one of, have you ever heard of 2 DUIs being issued to the same vehicle within hours of each other?
2 different drivers?
2 different drivers.
No.
They get pulled over. Woman gets pulled out, refuses. They arrest her. The woman can't drive. They give her a ride home. She sneaks out of the house, comes back to the car, tries to drive it home, and gets pulled over again. 2 DUIs for the same license plate within 2 or 3 hours of each other. Like, the odds of that are insane.
And then to use tears and say, I'm just trying to bail out a friend. It's like, you were literally given such a gift. You were allowed to leave the scene, just go home and sleep it off and worry about it tomorrow.
My wife said that's costing me. We know what principals make in the state. I think the average for a principal in the state is like 85 to 115 or 120 grand. So they're both going to lose those jobs.
Well,
they're
here's
both
the other
going to have to deal with having a DUI.
If we're talking about it, that means it's going to be one of those kicker stories that's going to kick its way all over.
Oh, this will be national tomorrow.
Exactly.
This will be a national story tomorrow. You know how rare
if she
it
had
is?
just left the car there and went back the next day, this would not be a story.
I'd like to remind you all before we go booting these ladies to the curb, innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, 100%, Jack, 100%. But she did refuse to test, and automatically in Florida, that's guilt.
No, automatically that loses your license. It doesn't mean you're automatically guilty of DUI.
You want to make some bets on the adjudication?
No.
All right.
That concludes your JCS News.
Don't want to lose that money.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us. 77031. Back in 1 sec.
AI doesn't feel rage or joy or shame. We feel all 3, usually before we're out of bed. Real Radio 104.1, guaranteed human.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
More showers and thunderstorms are on the docket for our Tuesday evening. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. Just like our Monday, a couple of those could turn strong to even severe. We do have a level 1 out of 5 risk in play across Central Florida, for the main hazards being the gusty wind with the help of some of that dry, dusty air overhead. Those storms that do develop fade away through the early part of the night. Will have temperatures falling back into the middle to upper 70s. And for our hump day, a little bit of improvement in the rain department with more of that dust overhead. That dry air should limit our coverage just a bit further. Still expecting a few showers and storms, though, with highs hot in the mid-90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Man, everybody knows Tools Ace Hardware is Central Florida's Big Green Egg headquarters, offering the best and absolute largest selection of Big Green Eggs and accessories in all of Central Florida. And everybody knows the Big Green Egg. It's the original ceramic Komodo cooker. This unique design allows great airflow, which gives you incredible thermal control. What I'm saying there is it'll go from 200 degrees to 750 degrees, and it will hold those temperatures for hours. It is a complete outdoor cooking solution, an oven, a smoker, and a grill, and it's all in one. It can handle everything from smoking tender ribs to giving you crispy pizzas. Plus, every egg purchase comes with a limited lifetime warranty, and you can save yourself the trouble of putting it together or hauling it home because Tools Ace offers free assembly and free local delivery on your Big Green Egg purchase. Shop their huge selection today at any of their 14 Central Florida locations, or you can find them online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your backyard place.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenickleegroup.com.
Well, hurricane season is upon us. Is your home ready? With Solar Source, you get more than energy savings. You get strength you can trust. As Florida's oldest solar provider since 1984, Solar Source delivers systems built to withstand Florida's toughest storms. And now, if you already have solar that maybe not be working that great, Solar Source has expert service teams that can repair any system no matter who installed it and get it performing like new. Trusted by over 75,000 Central Florida homeowners, plus NASA, Disney, and Legoland. Visit SolarSource.com today to unlock exclusive savings. That's Solar Source. Power you can rely on even when the storm hits.
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we placed the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
Some people are all talk, but conservative farmer Wilton Simpson gets the job done. That's why 61 Florida sheriffs, 24 former Cattlemen Association presidents, and Governor Ron DeSantis all agree. We need Republican Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. They endorse him because Wilton's done the job before. Safeguarding our food supply? He got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson banned hostile nations, including China, from buying Florida farmland. Standing with our farmers and against overdevelopment? He got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson increased farmland preservation by 243%. Expanding Florida's wildlife corridors? He got it done. Conservative Wilton Simpson created the Florida Wildlife Corridor Program and conserved 18 million acres of Florida land, including thousands of acres of working farmland. Wilton Simpson is a conservative workhorse who gets the job done. A proven conservative farmer endorsed by Ron DeSantis. Wilton Simpson for Commissioner of Agriculture. Paid for by Wilton Simpson, Republican, for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
A thriller in the extreme.
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every remaining match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
All the way up to the final, July 19th. The games are live
and for free. Just download the iHeartRadio app now.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Point! Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Ace, you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey, JC and Posse.
What's up, dude?
Back when I was young and pretty, we had an old boy who got a DUI in his car. 2.5 hours later, he got another DUI on his riding lawnmower. Go figure. Keep the rubber side down, y'all.
Thank you, buddy.
What's going on, Colbert and Company? It's Concrete Mike. I'd like to talk about this cop that shot his children with his gun. He is a fool. You never clean a loaded gun. You always make sure it's not chambered. Even when I hand my guns, I have multiple, when I hand them to my kids, I make sure they're not loaded.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
The people, they're leaving the trash. They're leaving all the holes. Some say Cocoa Beach is one of the dirtiest in the nation. I find that hard to believe, but that's what they're saying. The people are talking about it. Do better, people.
Is that Trump or Carl Spackler?
I don't know, but I hope they're okay.
I think he dropped the phone at the end.
Some people are saying... All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Your 3 o'clock keyword is almost donezo. It's check, C-H-E-C-K. You do have about 5 minutes to get over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. We will have one at the top of the hour right before we get into What'd You Do That's New.
Indeed.
Yeah, indeed.
Listener pick.
I am Jim. There is Deb.
Hello.
And Jack is here as well.
Greetings.
Do we have one?
We have a few.
All
now
right.
we just need to narrow it down.
All right.
And thanks to the people in Gym Members. Gym Members is our Facebook group. It's a private group, but you are welcome to join.
Yes, please.
All you have to do is log in, and someone will approve you. It's magic that happens. I'm not sure who does that.
And keeping it in style with the show, that would be Jim as in J-I-M, not G-Y-M. We're not asking you to work out.
No.
We don't.
We're not even saying that word.
No, we're not.
No, not the Y version. Jack, were you pissed off this morning when I got Wordle in 2?
Pissed off? No. Shocked? Well, annoyed? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, because I know I can't get it in 2. You got to be lucky to get it in 2.
And that's exactly what it was. I mean, my first word, I had one letter, and I was like, well, my second word is always a what I call a letter burner.
Right.
So it's usually I try to get S-T-N-L. I try to get all of those into a word with another vowel so I can burn it out. And it just so happened the word I chose was the word of the day.
Right.
And then it's so funny because earlier this week, or yesterday and last week, remember when we were sending them out, like we would both isolate the first word, and it would be like the 3 letters would be the exact same, but you can't figure out the first letter.
Yeah.
And you burn it all the way down. And the other one was, the other day, it was stout, and I tried scout, shout, snout, spout, and everything. And the very last one was the one that was the answer.
I don't like when you get it early. It's like, if you get it in 3, I get it in 4 or 5. I don't care. I like being the best. However, since we don't start with the same words, it's a different game for everyone.
100%.
Right? So if we all started with the same word, then I think it would be a more of a true competition.
Yeah, and I've got a starting word that has really been paying me off.
Yeah,
and I went away from I was using audio for a while, but the problem is I found that getting the vowels first almost isn't really an advantage. You have to have a mix of some consonants to kind of understand where the word is going. So I switched that up, and I use letters that are the least used letters because I think that's kind of where they go, and it's been paying off for me, man.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah. A couple other things. We always like to kind of give you a heads up when the parks do something special. And if you haven't heard this yet, Orlando Universal Studios is offering a special ticket deal just for Florida residents. I think we kind of all wait for this to come around for us to enjoy the parks because nobody that really lives here, I mean, we almost always know somebody, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 2 park unlimited day park-to-park ticket includes unlimited access to Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure. It is good through December 16th. How much do you think that ticket is? I think this is an exceptional deal.
$300.
It's less, isn't it?
Probably $150.
$150.
$199.
Oh,
Nice.
For
Points Deborah.
Think about that, guys. For $199, you get access to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure all the way through December.
Yeah.
And it's unlimited. Like, that is an unbelievably good deal.
That's a great deal.
It really is. And this is what we used to get our kids for Christmas every year before they shut a lot of that down. Every year for probably, I think, 3 years, the kids got Universal passes, annual passes. And we would take them out there as teenagers, and we could drop them off. We could go shop, do whatever, and come back and get them like 3 or 4 or 5 hours. It was the greatest, the absolute greatest.
I thought you were talking about Olive Garden bringing back the pasta pass.
No, I saw that.
The unlimited pasta bowl. Yeah.
That's a good deal.
That is, that's almost the cost of a one day.
Oh, yeah, man.
At the park, much less 4 or 5 months of being able to go.
100%.
That's pretty cool.
Says it allows repeat access to Universal Studios Island of Adventure. Does not include Epic or Volcano Bay. They can also move between 2 parks on the same day on any day they use the ticket. It also includes access to parks during the holiday festivals, Grinchmas and Christmas, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which begins November 14th. It does not include parking or separately ticketed events like Halloween Horror Nights, of course. Right. But, man, just to be able to get into the park during the summer.
Yeah.
And look, that's even going into the early fall, dude. I mean, I'm serious.
That early November time is
perfect.
Best weather,
It is.
lower attendance.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
people are back home. Kids are back in school.
That's
They're
right.
saving their vacation for Thanksgiving or Christmas when the parks absolutely explode with people. That's the best time to go.
Oh, man, it's absolutely great. $199 for those tickets is crazy, dude. That's great. Early Christmas. Here we go. All right, 407-916-1041. What?
Settle down.
I was getting out of here. What? What?
It was kind of aggro, dude. What?
You have to prove you're a resident because
Florida resident.
You could come on vacation
It
for
says-
a week and book it for a week and still get your money out of it.
It says Florida visitors will need to provide a proof of Florida residency just to buy the ticket.
Come on, you're late.
Oh, also, you have to prove that you're picking it up and redemption as well. So you basically have to show them you're in Florida the whole time.
They check you.
Yeah,
There's
they do.
no handing off your passes to people anymore.
Or buying them for people. Like, if
Yeah.
you think about this, if you have friends and family outside the area, you just start buying them these passes so they can come down and do whatever they want.
Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Got another keyword for you now. And What'd You Do That's New is next.
The all-new and improved iHeartRadio app is now available with all new features. Download it for free and make Real Radio 104.1 your number one preset for a chance to win cool stuff at Real Radio events.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Roadways are wet in Daytona. Scattered showers are in the area. Expect some rainy conditions on some parts of I-95 and I-4. There's a crash on the ramp from I-4 westbound to Lee Road getting cleared up. Look out for an accident off to the shoulder on 408 eastbound near that I-4 exit. Traffic lights are working incorrectly where Silver Star Road meets Pine Hills Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by OUC.
Is your AC working overtime? OUC customers can upgrade to a high-efficiency HVAC system and get money back with rebates. So staying cool means saving more. Don't just go green, get green. Visit OUC.com/getgreen.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Hey, it's the News Junkie, and I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day, and it's awful. Do me a favor, eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Late sunsets, backyard laughs, no interruptions. Celebrate America 250 with Fence Outlet. Call today and receive our 250th celebration specials. From permits to install, we handle it all. Book today at fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Orlando.
Listen to Real Radio in your smart home. Just tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
I like shorts that are pretty short.
What do kids want to wear back to school? We ask them.
I love wearing things that make me feel confident. They have to be like really comfortable too. Yeah. Nike shoes, running shoes.
Like I think I wear my Birkenstocks every single day.
I just wear what I want and I let other people wear what they want.
Right now at Academy Sports and Outdoors, get up to 30% off athletic shoes from brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, in-store and online. Academy. Fun can't lose.
Hey Orlando, why settle for one dealership when you can shop three? Greenway Kia's 3 Central Florida locations give you access to 3 times the inventory. Shop over 1,200 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. Plus, when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle to help maximize its value. And this week only, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
When you need cash, some lenders hand you a checklist a mile long. At Amscot, walk in with 3 things: photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Then walk out with $50 to $1,000 in minutes. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, Orlando.
Stellar Nights at Orlando Science Center features a different laser light show every Friday and Saturday night, plus planetarium shows, exhibits, and observatory stargazing. It's all included with admission. Something for all ages now through August 1st. See the lineup and grab tickets at osc.org.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
Point! Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Ace, you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
It's world number 1 France against world number 3 Spain in today's World Cup semifinal. Spanish star Lamine Yamal looking for his first goal since the group stage.
There it is! There he is! Lamine Yamal, first career World Cup goal!
Yamal celebrated his 19th birthday yesterday. Coming up tomorrow, the other semifinal with England facing Argentina.
Download the iHeartRadio app for live Fox coverage of every game.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. New. N-E-W. That's new. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Take me out to the ballpark. Take me out to the game. Chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp.
What was that all about?
Don't know, and they didn't even get the lyrics right.
Is he saying it's boring or something? Is that what's going on?
No. I don't know what he was saying.
Damn.
don't win, it's a shame.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Your 4 o'clock keyword is new, N-E-W. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. New. That is your 4 o'clock keyword. Good luck. We hope you win. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yep.
Let's do What You Do That's New.
What you do that's new. What you do that's new.
Hey!
If we only knew something new to do, we're relying on you. Tell us something new brought to you by Clausman Law.
That's right, Clausman Law, Klausman Law.com. Office is right there in Winter Park, 407-917-1718. Car crash, call Clausman. We'll talk to Glenn on Thursday for Colbert Court. Until then, every Tuesday at 4 o'clock, we do What You Do That's New. That's where one member of the show will choose something for the others to watch, read, or listen to. We will do that, reconvene, discuss it, and then move on to the next member. This was Ross's choice, and I guess here in a few minutes, we'll find out what the listeners have for us to check out for next week. Jackson?
Yeah. So what Ross does, he follows this one guy who breaks down soccer. He watches his YouTube videos, and this was following the final Team USA match in the World Cup when they lost to Belgium. And so this person broke it down, and it was, I don't know, it was about a 12-minute video or so.
It's 13 over 13.
Yeah,
not that we counted.
Yeah, I would say about 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And, the Adam Cleary Football Channel.
Yeah, there you go.
Is what it is on YouTube, and we have it in our fourth box right now.
Yeah.
But it's titled Why the United States Are Out of the World Cup.
Yeah, there you go. And he breaks it down play by play with X's and O's on a video screen of what he thought should have happened and what he thought should not have happened.
Yeah, but he looked at the tactics of both teams and pointed out the weaknesses and how the United States team was exposed.
I would think you'd have to be a pretty big soccer fan to appreciate that part of the video. Would you agree?
Yeah. Well, no, I like it.
I'm not dogging it.
No,
It was fine.
You are dogging it.
I am dogging it because it sucked.
You're not watching games.
I am watching games.
Are you, though?
Yeah, a little bit. I'll watch these two matches coming up. I watched more soccer this year than anything I've ever watched.
What two matches coming up are you going to watch?
England versus, hold on one second, Argentina. That is tomorrow. That's the game that Ross will be at.
During our show.
Right, and then France versus Spain is coming up, I think, Friday.
Actually, it's half over.
Is it really?
It's happening right now.
Is it really? Well,
Yes.
there you go. See, I'm really up on it. Who's winning, by the way? Do we know?
Well, we don't want to spoil that, just in case someone...
I can tell you if you want to.
No, it's not important. No, that's fine. People want to check it out.
If you haven't been by our performance studio, the sales staff is there with the game on the giant 40-foot screen.
Are they really?
Yes.
Oh, they're going to check it out. But I don't know. It was an X's and O's kind of deep soccer explanation of what happened with defenses, offenses, why they didn't work, why the changes out didn't work. But the last part I thought was interesting because it was about the red card that our player got.
Right. And and I think he's right about that. But what I love about it is if you watch the game and it's like, the more you understand something, I think the more you can appreciate something, right?
Sure.
When you watch something and it's like, oh, baseball is boring. It's like, well, there's something happening on every pitch. And if you understand that, it's definitely more interesting. And I think the same thing is true on soccer. When you understand what the theory is and what the game plan is and what they're trying to accomplish, it's more than just... I mean, bottom line is getting the ball in the net, but how they go about doing that. And when you have a greater understanding, I think you can appreciate the finesse of the game a little more.
I would agree.
And so the more you watch videos of them breaking down something, I think the better understanding you have of why it is what it is.
I would agree. The problem with that is that if you don't understand the game, like when my wife watches sports with me, I try to pick out personal stories about the people playing the game. So she kind of gets hey, this guy here had a real tough time. His wife passed away and he had to raise 2 kids by himself and, put him, like stuff like that. That's what I think interests a lot of people. I don't know about the X's and O's, but he was very good at doing it. Then the last part of the video, he talks about the red card that our player received and how he thought it was he should have gotten it.
No, he didn't think
he did not.
No, he did not think.
I thought he said that when he stepped, he thought he should have gotten it because of the aggressive nature of the step on the back of his leg.
No, he said he didn't think that it was red card worthy. All the other governing bodies around them may have thought it was red card worthy.
He didn't think that was worthy of a red card, which a lot of people did not. However, once it is a red card, having the head of state call the head of the league, and then now it just goes away.
Yeah.
And that's what I think cost us the win, because I think our players on the pitch, they understood better than anybody else what that reversal was going to mean.
Yeah.
They understood that was going to do
material.
It was going to do nothing more than fire up that Belgian team 4 times than what they were going to face before. And I think that just took some of the wind out of their sails.
Yeah.
I think they would have rather had the red card suspension and go onto the pitch and just play the game that they would have had to play rather than have someone step in. I just think it defeated our team. I think it defeated all the good that they went in with. That win, first time in 24 years making it to that place. And at the end, it becomes, like he said, the worst part is that their World Cup on their home turf is going to have an asterisk next to it, like they're Pete Rose or Barry Bonds,
like their mommy or daddy called the office and complained,
or they cheated.
Yeah.
And I think that's the worst takeaway from this. I didn't get the X's and O's, but I did get the message from that toward the end of the video that was, I think, what cost the U.S. team their World Cup,
and that's why a lot of the people thought that the 4-1 score was karmic. Right? I mean, because of what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I thought it was, they talked about how the Belgian team focused on the oldest member on Team USA, Tim Ream, who was a defender, kept isolating him, like putting 2 guys on him, forcing him to have to act in a way that he wasn't forced to have to act before. And then the fluke goal where the Freeze, the goalie, kind of the keeper, he came out and he just muffed it.
Yeah, man. And it was just wild. Did you see the kick from the backside of that shot? Because the side view of that doesn't really give it credit.
Yeah.
When you see the backside of it and where he fed that ball through, it was a much more difficult shot than it looked like when you saw it on the wide shot. But pretty cool. But you're right. It was kind of a travesty there, almost like a comedy of errors.
Yeah.
In that one, the last couple scores.
I appreciate it, but if you're into soccer and you want to learn more about soccer, it was a great breakdown of that game to understand a little more. It's like, they scored more. That was it. Or, they were just overwhelmed or in shock, and they kind of looked a little out of place that whole first half.
Do you think Americans would adopt this game a little bit more if the scoring was different? Because here's the thing that kills me the most. We're like, well, there's not enough scoring. I'm like, well, have you ever watched a 7-0 football game to the end? And they're like, well, yeah, what's the big deal? And I'm like, well, that's 1-0 inside. It's the same thing. It's 1-0.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a score that's 3-1 or 3-2, it's 21-14 or 21-7 or 21-21. That's how you have to look at it. Unfortunately, you're looking at it as like, they work all day. They got one.
Yeah.
Like, it's different, but it's just scoring. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm so over, that argument. That was when, I first started watching this, back, I don't know, 10 years ago when Orlando City first started playing, because you realize what the importance of one goal means. That's why all the action, it's just so intense, because the drama, when you are within 1 or sometimes 2 goals,
right?
That it's anything can happen.
And we learned that with Argentina versus Egypt, right?
Yes.
I mean, you're never really out of it. If you have 3 or 4 minutes and a good player, man, you're never out of it.
Yeah,
it was very exciting. And again, if you want to check out the video, it's about 12 minutes long. JimColbertLive.com. You can check it right there. The master list for What'd You Do That's New. Jack, what do the listeners have first next week?
All right. Do you like 20 minutes or do you like 40 minutes?
20 minutes sounds great.
Okay. It will be the rise and fall of Target.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Michael Girdley breaks down the rise and fall of Target in a YouTube video that was submitted to us in gym members. And let's see.
Target going through it a little bit, right?
And we thank Alex Dowman for that suggestion. And the video you didn't choose was a guy who has a bourbon channel, and they came to Florida, so he went through a lot of different Florida liquor stores to see what he could find in those.
Oh,
sorry, that's a 40-minute one you passed on, Jim.
I don't know. That sounds more exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one would be more difficult for you to complete before the show starts.
The 21-minute is.
Yeah. You'll be able to crank that out.
Let's go with the 20.
Rise and fall of Target it is.
Hey, do me a favor. Send me the other one, though, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, I'll check that out behind the scenes.
And next thing you know, we'll get assigned that. It'll be Jim's choice.
And thanks to Eric Keller for suggesting
I had a feeling
Eric.
that had to be Eric's. That had to be. As soon as you said bourbon, I'm like, Eric.
All right, 77031. That's how you text us. Your 4 o'clock keyword is new, N-E-W. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
What you do that's new, brought to you by Glenn Klossman, KLAUSMANLAW.com.
Proudly sponsored since day one by Glenn Klossman, KlossmanLaw.com.
Bye.
Sure, AI is smart, but can it spill coffee on a control board? Didn't think so. Real Radio 104.1, guaranteed human.
Scattered showers are going to be slowing down your ride on some parts of I-95 and I-4 over St. John's River Bridge. Those roadways are wet out there. There's also a couple of accidents that might slow you down on State Road 436 westbound at Orange Blossom Trail. The right lane's blocked. A crash on Colonial at Kirkman Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America, sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, dedicated to offering solutions to help businesses meet their goals locally and globally. More at bankofamerica.com/gamechangers. That's bankofamerica.com/gamechangers.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival
presented by Capital One
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile. Proud partner of the 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Get that. This is my song feeling. Only at Metro.
Thinking about real estate as a new career? Then you need to contact my friends at the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. The Nickley Group will invest in you from day one with training, coaching, and the resources you'll need to help grow into a successful real estate agent. If you're ready for a fresh start, make your move and join the Nickley Group. Go to thenickley.com and click on the Join Our Team button, or just Google the Nickley Group.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
Hi, I'm Tanner from Zero Res. We're a locally, family-owned business that's been serving Central Florida for years. Whether it's carpet, tile, upholstery, or air ducts, we're grateful for the opportunity to earn your trust. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
America 250 is the perfect time to upgrade with Bent Outlets. Take advantage of seasonal savings and simple financing. Full service from start to finish. Book your appointment today at bentoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
In this edition of the Marketers Report, Chris Eppel, head of marketing for the Americas, Harman JBL, weighs in on the importance of audio.
It's been amazing over the last couple of years to see what's happened with audio. We've doubled our investment in the last 2 years in the audio space. We find it to be highly critical to our business.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia connects marketers to the audiences, live conversations, and trusted influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartAdvertising.com.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, an estate attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1. TRAJAN1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
When power goes out and cell networks fail, AM radio can be a lifeline with local news, weather, and emergency information. But time is running out. AM radio could disappear from new cars unless Congress acts. Please text the 2 letters AM to 39179 and tell Congress to vote yes on the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. Text the letters AM to 39179. Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP. This message furnished by this station.
C-Lane here, and guys, let's have a chat for a second. If you are starting to see the symptoms of erectile dysfunction or PE show up in the bedroom, you know that's not something that fixes itself. It might be time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. A lot of guys are calling. They're very helpful, and they want you to avoid surgery. They told me that's one of their big goals. They have painless procedures, and surgery is painful, it's invasive, and it's expensive. And they don't want you to have to go through that. They want you to go through their painless procedure, and 98% of men see results right there in the office, right there, same day. So if you're still relying on pills, if you're having to up your dose, it's time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. They're getting guys back to where they should be and feel like themselves again. They're offering a free consultation, but you've got to call now. 407-723-7533. It's 407-723-7533. Don't overthink it. Just call the incredibly helpful, the incredibly knowledgeable folks at Premier Men's Medical Center and find them online at premiermensmedical.com.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
Point! Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Ace! You're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
The semifinals are set for the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
That is a wondrous goal!
4 teams hoping to hoist the trophy for their country.
Spain heading to the semifinal.
And the only place to listen to every remaining game for free
is the iHeartRadio app.
What a moment in the tournament.
Fox Sports and iHeartRadio bring you all the action, no matter where you are.
The biggest games are yet to come. Don't miss a moment.
The referee blows the full-time whistle.
Download the free iHeartRadio app now.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
There's a quote from Ben Franklin that says, "Beer is proof that God loves us, while soccer is proof that the devil hates us." America's never going to fall in love with that sport until the scores are 10-8, 7-5, something like that. We need more action.
It doesn't matter.
Too much running around, no scoring.
Hey, did he not just hear what I just said a second ago?
Yeah. No, he's busy leaving his talk back.
Because the point value isn't.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. New is your 4 o'clock keyword. That's NEW. You go to realradio.fm and send that off for your chance at $1,000. I'm Jim, Deb, and Jack are here as well. Got an interesting story from Reddit, guys. I love these things, by the way.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys go there. Deb, are you a Reddit girl?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you like going to Reddit? Yeah.
Not on the daily, but especially when you need for show prep.
Yeah, it's pretty vast. So, I mean, you can find there's a lot of stuff that have no interest in, but there's some stuff that's extremely interesting.
Yeah, just the main feed to me is great because it has a bunch of like all the other stuff that am I the a-hole or am I the jackass or any of that stuff. And this is kind of where this falls a little bit. So the story is here, right? So a woman on Reddit says she bought a house from a couple, right? So she buys the house. She and her husband buy this house. And buy the house from a very nice couple that they got along quite well with all through the closing, all through the process of buying the house. No problems whatsoever. None at all, right? So they get in the house, and the new owners of the house notice that in the back of the house there is a plum tree, right? And the plum tree was planted by the former owner's mother, right?
Okay.
So the
got
people
it.
they bought the house from, that woman's mom donated a tree. She put the tree in the backyard, and it grew into a tree that provides fruit, right? So during the closing, the woman that is selling the house, right, looks at the woman who's buying the house and says, hey, look, that plum tree that's in the backyard of this house, my mother planted there years and years ago, and planted it when we moved in, and it's really special to the family. Do you mind if I drop by every time that the tree fruits and get some plums because of our connection to the family house? So they're moving to another part of town in the same town. You could say this is your house.
Yeah.
You and Naomi buy the house from this woman in the back of your house. Let's say there's an orange tree or a tangerine tree.
Oh, I've got 3 of them, and she can take them.
Right, yeah, right. And
They're
those
the worst.
and those
oranges.
trees may not. I mean, you may not even like the fruit, but that tree was put there by your mom. Your mom's now passed, right? And it's one of the memories you have of your mom and you planting that tree, it boring the fruit. And then you're able to, enjoy that fruit that you and your mom kind of had together. The woman wants to know if every season when the plum tree fruits, can I come by and go out back and pick some plums from the plum tree?
The answer is no. Stay away. Listen, you're selling the house.
Right.
You could have made that. You could have taken the tree with you. I don't care. But stay off my yard. I don't want to see you every year. Listen, I get it. My mom, when she moved in with us, I was going to the nursery, and she said, pick out a bush, for me. So I got a knockout rose bush, and it's right in front of the window where my mom would actually do dishes when she first moved in, so she could see out, and she'd see this rose bush. It was a nice view from the kitchen window. And I clip those roses every once in a while, bring them in the house, and the cats eat them. It's great. It's a fun game we play.
I didn't know cats liked roses. I didn't know
They love any flowers.
Any flowers.
Oh, really? Did not know that.
Yeah, you got to be really careful with flowers you bring into the house if you have a cat.
If I sell this house, I'm not coming back for roses. I'm not coming back to clip them. It was great. My mom enjoyed it while she was here.
No sentimental value to you.
Let it go.
That's where I'm surprised if it means that much to encroach.
Why not clip a bit of that, right?
Not clip. Work with an arborist and just replant the tree at your new home.
Yeah,
make that part of the sale. I mean, that's far less.
I think you could clip a piece of the thing off and plant it, right? Isn't that kind of way that goes? Do you have to have part of the root for a tree to regrow?
Actually, there's a way of doing that with,
Yeah, but theoretically you could do that, right? You could take a snippet of that.
Yeah.
You could plant it, and theoretically it would also grow another plum tree, would it not?
Yes, it would.
Yeah, why did you just do that? What do you think the lady said, by the way?
Yes.
You think she said yes?
I do, yeah.
And you think she said no?
Well, wait, no. Time out.
Oh. Are we Freaky Fridaying?
I think she said no because otherwise it wouldn't be Am I the A-hole?
There you go. Wouldn't be a story.
Yeah. And she said yes, then she comes over once a year and they have plum pudding.
No, they're not going to do that. No. I think the lady said that she thought that would be uncomfortable, and although she understood what the woman wanted and understood the nature of that, she did not think that would be proper, did not think that it would be a good thing to do, and just basically said no to her. And it was wild because they never even offered any other clearance from that story after the fact, as I remember it. And there was, other than her saying no, there was no other closure.
Yeah. Grafting, by the way, is
that what it is? Yeah.
A lot of good videos for that on Instagram.
But grafting is where you put it onto another tree, right? Like an existing tree. I thought that was grafting.
In some cases, but you can also strip the bark from
from
a bough of a tree that's doing really, really well, right? A lot of laden fruit. You wrap it with like some soil. You put sandwich wrap around that, wait for a root to show. Then you cut that bough off the tree, and now you can take that root ball and replant it.
Really did not know it was like that way.
Thank you, Insta.
I thought when you graft it, because I see this stuff on Instagram all the time, they'll cut the bark back like you were saying. They'll make a little notch in the tree. They'll put it in there, and then they wrap tape around it, and that will grow in. I mean, I've seen that happen before, but I've not seen, like I always thought you just took a snippet of it and then just buried that as if it was its own tree and then just kept watering it and it would eventually root.
Nah, I think it's a little more complicated.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, it doesn't seem like it should work, but
it does.
I tell you, I planted a couple trees, and if I move, keep them.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Man, when we moved from Geneva, we had a staghorn fern that we had hanging in the tree, and we told this guy, we were like, "Hey, look, we're coming back to get this fern. So just understand we're coming back to get this fern. That's not, that, and we actually even have it in the contract. Never went back and got it. An $800 fern. Never went back to get it. Never went back. We got one that we had, but we never got the other one. And it was set up so all we had to do is back my little pickup truck under it, lower it down with a come along, and then just drive off. And still never did that.
You sure?
Yeah, never
sure
did.
You didn't do it, and
No.
it just fell out of the bed.
No, yeah, never. That's a fair assessment, but no, we did not do it.
Speaking of beds and trucks,
oh, what happened?
I'm watching, I'm shopping, I'm looking, I'm planning.
You want a truck?
I do. I really do.
So what's wrong with the car you have now? Are you going to trade it in?
No, I love my car.
So you're going to give that
really
to Naomi?
love my car. My wife would get that car. We replace hers. My car is much better and better on gas mileage.
Dude, I love this. I love
hybrid.
the. Oh, you're going to get a Maverick?
No, I want an EV truck. That's why I've been watching the slate.
You want 100% EV or 100% electric?
EV. Yeah, that's my
Smart.
That's my day to day, and then we have the hybrid for any longer trips.
Buddy, I don't think you're going to like that slate. I'm telling you, man. I just don't think it doesn't look like something that you're going to be into, man. So roll down windows. I don't think it has any accessories, Jack.
Well,
no radio.
You got to pay for them. It's just under $25,000 before you start building onto it. You put a speaker in there. Then you have your Bluetooth. There's no infotainment. It is crank windows. You can get power windows. You're adding onto the cost. Everything you do adds onto the cost. And I haven't pulled the trigger on that because I'm waiting. Because I've been researching.
Okay.
And Ford is coming out. A guy who used to work at Tesla now leads up the EV department for Ford. They have this unibody design where it's this frame where they could do 5 different vehicles. And the first one is going to be a truck. And they believe it's going to be called the Ford Renegade.
Oh, really?
So they're bringing back the Renegade brand. And it's an EV truck. And its price point is $30K.
I thought Jeep is a Renegade. Doesn't Jeep have Renegade as a brand?
I think they do.
Okay.
Yeah. No. It's not Renegade. It's Spanish. It's Ranchero.
Yeah, the Ford Ranchero.
It's a Ford Ranchero.
That was their car truck thing that they had for a while.
So that's what they're bringing. They're talking about
because it was the El Camino for Chevrolet.
Right. So it's the Ranchero. Thank you, not Renegade.
Yeah.
So it's the Ranchero, which sounds like something you get at a Mexican place.
It does.
Right?
It really like a side of Ranchero.
Yeah. But I finally, and they've been testing it where it's all wrapped and, it's hidden and disguised, and they're testing out in California. But this is going to be a full EV small truck. Yeah. They say the Maverick, that is now the current small Ford truck, the sales did extremely well.
It destroyed.
Which told them that the market is thirsty for smaller trucks again.
My wife works with that brand with their apparel and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So she knows a lot about the Ford thing.
Yeah.
And they really thought the Lightning was going to sell like crazy, and it did not. They had no idea the Maverick was going to take off like that. It was like a side project almost.
Yeah.
And then they couldn't keep those things on the lot. They started because they were like brand new. They were like $23,000 or something, weren't they?
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. But they are so small.
I think
though.
they're like 29.
Is it 29?
Yeah.
Like I don't think you could put a washer and dryer in the back of that truck.
Right.
Yeah, unless you put the tailgate down and strapped it on. I don't the back of that thing is not very big.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see the same thing with the Ranchero.
I mean, do you think so? Why do you want a truck then? I mean, if the back of it isn't really going to offer any more than like a trunk would, why are you so enamored with it?
It is a little more than a truck. I mean, for my car is like a mid-sized car. It is. The trunk isn't that.
Yeah,
it's like.
Are you like starting a landscaping company or something? What are you doing?
Yeah, I got to buy some bushes.
No, stop. What do you really
I
want a truck for? What is this thing?
I used to have a small pickup, and it's nice whenever if there was something I wanted to get. There, so many times I've like, nope, I can't get that. I have no way to get it.
Right.
And instead, I'm not going to go rent a truck for a day at Home Depot.
You got a bunch of friends with trucks. I'm sure you could bum somebody to get a truck from you.
Name one.
That would help you?
Name one friend with a truck.
Hold on one second.
With or without a tailgate?
Deb?
See what I mean? See my challenge? Easier just to buy a truck.
It's kind of wild you want a truck, though. You don't hit me as a truck guy. I adore you.
When I started here,
you don't hit me as a truck guy.
I had I had a Nissan pickup that I drove for years.
Yeah.
I love that.
I remember
thing.
how weird you looked in it.
I did not look weird. It looked normal. I looked normal.
Yeah, so in my family, we have to have a truck. My wife told me, I don't care what I'm driving.
Yeah.
You have to have some type of pickup truck. You're not allowed to get a car anymore. So I've been relegated to the world of trucks and nothing else. So I have to have a truck.
But it matches our lifestyle. So we have the nicer sedan. The one I'm driving now gets great gas mileage, 43 miles to the gallon.
Family car for trips.
Family car, absolutely. Fit 5 people in
Brand
there.
new, paid for.
Absolutely. So
3 years old, paid for.
Yeah, but, over 40 miles to the gallon, and that's good for trips. And then the EV, a daily commuter for me.
Piece of cake.
And the ability to carry things when I need to carry things.
And Mavericks don't come in EVs, do they? It's only.
I think they're hybrids, actually.
Yeah,
and I didn't know
say.
that. I didn't know that until last night.
I think the only fully electric vehicles are the Rivian. This thing you're talking about, the Slate, which I don't, is it even out yet?
No, they're taking orders right now. They say they're going to start delivering at the end of this year.
I don't know that you could. I think you could buy a used Ford Lightning, but I don't think I'd want to do that because I don't know if the support's going to be there after the fact in the next 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Right. I know the Silverado EV did not sell well, and the thing is because truck drivers are hesitant to go EV, right?
Right. Yeah.
The mentality of someone who wants a truck, it's like...
Also, you're towing stuff. And the charge is not reliable simply because, people who have trucks want to do work for an entire day or weekend or whatever.
And the knock on the trucks, honestly, have been that what they did, they took the F-150 and then they just put an electric engine in there. It wasn't designed to be an EV. It was an F-150 that they added an electric motor to, whereas now it's like for full EV... the benefits of it, you design it from the electrical system. Everything is it's a little different on an EV.
Yeah.
So at least this is being designed as an EV from the get-go, not being retrofitted.
What's the delivery time on a Slate from order to pickup? And by the way, there's still the Cybertruck. You could still do that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I can't. I think it's ridiculous looking.
There's no way I could ever.
I tried to convince myself that, that's cool looking, and I'm sorry.
My wife drove one as a test drive, and she said it was the wildest thing. Like the inside of it is cavernous. You can't really tell it from the outside.
Yeah.
They say it feels like you're sitting in a room with a steering wheel.
Yeah. So the Slate, if people who ordered earlier this year, they're being told they'll be delivered by next summer.
Oh my goodness. Are you serious?
They're not even producing them yet. They come out, they're still doing testing, being certified, and they're supposed to start producing them at the end of the year this year.
Wow.
And then the production starts. I think they have over 100,000 orders in.
Wow.
It's backed by Jeff Bezos, the company they got over $1 billion
and you want
in the company.
And you want an open bed for sure, right? Like, so a Mach-E would not, even though if you put the seats down in a Mach-E, you would have an ass load of cabin space. But you want a truck, right?
The Slate is interesting where it's modular. You can make it an SUV, but it's also a 2-door vehicle,
right?
Which is something that they just don't sell anymore,
right? And it's something that's kind of a pain in the ass because now that's only usable by you and your wife or you and another passenger. You wouldn't be able to get anybody else in there,
right? Now, one of the configurations you can get roll bars with airbags in them and 3 seats for the back, and you can make it a 5-person vehicle. Keep in mind,
it's another $30,000.
No, I think it's another $5,000.
Oof.
But everyone would have to come in the passenger side and go over to the seat to get in the back.
Right, yeah. My wife's SUV is a 2-door, and it is a complete pain in the ass to get people in and out of the back of the thing.
Yeah, it's
even with they even design the seats where there's a latch where it goes all the way forward. Even then, it's a pain in the ass.
Someone just texted us, Ford is dropping a new EV truck. Yes, that's exactly what we were talking about, the Ranchero.
Yeah, but the problem is the price on that, right? How much is the
30.
Ranchero? It's $30,000, so it's about the same as a little bit more than a Slate.
It's $5,000 more than the Slate, but I think you're going to get a lot more stock with the Ranchero. You're not like an infotainment system, power windows. Right. I think things that'll
be standard.
That will be standard in that. However, what Whereas the Slate is direct to consumer and they ship it to you, and I think that's about $1,500. You're going to have dealer fees, with Ford because they have to use their Ford network of dealers.
But you also have, the solitude of having a 100-plus-year-old company that was going to back your vehicle, as opposed to a startup that you don't know what's going to happen. Because Fisker was another electric company that started up. Those cars look good, out of business. I mean, you could go through this over and over and over.
There's
of cars. That have started up, and then people bought the car, and now they're stuck with a car they can't sell because there's no replacement parts for it. That's not where you want to be.
And that's why I didn't put any money down for a Slate, because I see the car I'm driving now was the first year that they had this model, but it was with a trusted company. And so I'm okay to do that. So I did that with the Crown and Toyota. However, so the Ranchero with Ford, I have a little more faith in that company. So I think and they're not. This won't be out until 2028.
Right. How much are Rivians? Did you ever price a Rivian? Really expensive.
I think they're all over $6. Average truck prices are over $6.
Yeah. Well, did you ever own a truck, Deb?
No.
Never drove a truck.
Nope.
I'll be damned. You could drive a truck, by the way.
No, too high of a center of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't take corners the way I like taking corners.
Oh, it's just for your driving experience. You wouldn't enjoy it.
I don't need a truck.
Yeah.
There's not enough passenger space, and that's why we have Chris's
Their
SUV.
house isn't big enough for anything that a truck would bring.
Also, it would be really weird, like when she cut me off yesterday going into a turn.
Yeah.
Cut me off going into the turn, flying around me. Zipping right in there the last very minute. Yeah, I can't do that in a truck. You're right.
Exactly. Too high of a center of gravity.
A lot of brands, though, because I think what Ford did with the Maverick, and they say, hey, there's a market out there for a small truck. So I think a lot of companies, like someone else was texting, Scout is another one coming out with a small truck.
That's cool.
An EV truck.
That was an international brand, right? International Scout? Yeah.
But I do want EV for to have one of each, a hybrid and an EV.
I'm telling you, that's the deal.
And it's kind of how you described it, too.
That's exactly the deal.
EV for the local stuff, and then, anything longer, you put it in the gas-powered hybrid.
There ain't nothing like not paying for gas for 5 years. It was amazing. No oil changes, no gas, no nothing for 5 years. We didn't even put a brake job on this thing because of that regenerative braking.
Yeah.
That when you let off, it uses the power of the car to recharge the battery, and it slows it down exponentially fast. So not even that. We just put a couple tires is what they go through more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, and those aren't cheap, but and when you're not paying for, when you're not putting $75 worth of gas in your car every week, tires are all of a sudden affordable. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back in a sec.
Real Music Weekends are classic alternative. Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Our work week kicked off on an active note across Central Florida, and we could see a few more strong storms for the latter half of our Tuesday. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. Not a washout, watching out for that sea breeze collision, and just like yesterday with that dry, dusty air overhead, the gusty wind potential is our main concern. We do have a level 1 out of 5 risk across Central Florida for the rest of our Tuesday. Those storms do fade away through the overnight with temperatures falling back into the middle to upper 70s for our Wednesday with more of that dust overhead. That should try to limit our storm coverage once again. Just a few showers and thunderstorms possible with highs in the middle 90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Gatorland.
Gatorland knows you need more animals, more gators, and more fun. And now, Florida residents get what they need for less with $17.50 admission now through the end of July. We know what y'all need. Y'all need Gatorland.
This summer on iHeartRadio, win a trip to see Bryan Adams roll with the Punches Tour live in Milwaukee, August 16th.
Hey, this is Bryan Adams inviting you to come and see me live in concert.
Round trip air for 2 with hotel and more. Prize provided by Bryan Adams.
It's VIP with Q&A, an autographed album, merch, and all that good stuff.
Tap the contest tab while you're listening to us on the free iHeartRadio app for your chance to win.
So roll with the punches on the iHeartRadio app to enter.
If you're thinking about selling your home this summer, there's no better time than now. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can skip the market uncertainty and sell your home hassle-free and for top dollar. Hi, this is Mark Spain. The guarantee Guaranteed Offer is the simplest way to sell your home. With our Guaranteed Offer, you're always in control. You can eliminate all the hassle, sell your home for top dollar, and move when you're ready. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Go to markspain.com to get a Guaranteed Offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Hey Orlando, why settle for one dealership when you can shop 3? Greenway Kia's 3 Central Florida locations give you access to 3 times the inventory. Shop over 1,200 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. Plus, when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle to help maximize its value. And this week only, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
Now that we have AT&T Fiber Internet in our home, our connection's so fast it can handle streaming, gaming, surfing, and video conferencing for the whole family. The only downside? Our kids' friends are coming over way more often than we'd like. Hey, Jaden, Braden, Zayden, come on in, you guys. Luke, what's up, buddy? How's baseball going? I've got the game streaming in the den. Maybe you can pick up some pointers before we take on Kennedy next week. Ashley A, Ashley D, Ashley P, is this for a group project again? Because last time it looked a lot like high-speed reality TV research. Hey, Kristen! You got the ring light and the tripod this time. Don't forget to tag the house with the fastest internet. Honey, it's going to be another late one. We're going to need more snacks.
Tell all your neighbors, AT&T Fiber has arrived. Hyper-fast internet is now available in your neighborhood. Learn more at att.com/internet. Limited availability in select areas.
My obstructive hypertrophic cardiomyopathy kept me from baseball games with my boys. The stairs were too much. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved and I can be more active again. Camzyos is a cardiac myosin inhibitor, the first in its class to treat adults with symptomatic OHCM. Camzyos may improve your symptoms and ability to be active, and it reduced obstruction in the heart 4 times more.
In a 30-week study, Camzyos, mavacamten, reduced post-exercise obstruction on average 47 units of pressure versus 10 with placebo. Results may vary. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby.
Visit Camzyos.com or call 1-855-CAMZYOS. Actor Portrayal.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Congratulations to Adrian and Mary, last year's winners of $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, installation is included, and most windows are installed in less than 8 weeks with a lifetime guarantee that transfers when you sell. And now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. That's TRUST to 20129.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
Point! Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Ace, you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at Metamucil.com.
Vehicles under 20 grand. Now at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You can watch radio being made on a daily basis at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
I don't think I would want anybody traipsing around the backyard picking plums or even apples or oranges. I just don't want that. And so it would be a hard no. And because you know what the next thing is going to be? They're going to say, hey, that shower we had the best sex in that shower, so like twice a year we're going to have to shower in that shower. And what are you going to do then? I mean, they're just moving in suddenly. They want 2 houses. That's what it is.
Hey, so grafting is taking one part of one plant, putting it on a different rootstock. Air layering is doing what Deb said, where you cut the bark away, wrap it with soil, wrap that in plastic, and have roots come out from that point.
Yeah, having to leave things of sentimental value behind when you move out a house can be heart-wrenching. My mum had the most beautiful bush, and after we moved out, I would, on her birthday, surreptitiously, dressed like a ninja, stop by the house and have a sniff, redolent of Earl Grey tea and tomatoes. But then a Brazilian family moved in, trimmed it right to the ground, killed it. Shame.
Here's a talk back you never thought I was going to get to hear.
You're welcome.
We aim to please.
New is your 4 o'clock keyword. Got a few minutes to get over to realradio.fm and send that off for your chance at $1,000. NEW. Go get it. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Sure am.
Do you guys believe any of the myths with lightning storms? Do you guys shower during lightning storms? Do you wash dishes during lightning storms? Do you do any of that stuff?
No. I do, and my wife always like, don't do it.
What do you do?
I shower. I do not let the outside weather affect whether I shower.
You do not,
or not.
right? I mean, you do everything. Watch TV, play video games, do the whole 9 yards.
Yep. Live my life, baby.
A 13-year-old boy in Texas was injured when he was shocked by a lightning strike. What do you think he was doing?
Probably playing video games.
He was gaming. That's exactly what happened. Went right up through the house, right through the wiring, and shocked him at his computer, so much so that it actually left a mark on his chest. The incident was Tuesday in Cypress, a Houston suburb. The electrical current caused a small fire in the home's attic, in addition to injuring the boy. I've not heard of this one before. I knew the phone was a thing. When phones were, before they were wireless or before you had a cell phone, for people out there under the age of 79, your home phone was like, connected to the wall, came in through a wire, and you were not to do that when there was a bad storm and lightning. I mean, my mom, my grandmother, nobody would let me near the phone
or water.
Now, we didn't have that. They would let you get in the water, and they wouldn't even think twice about that.
This is why console gaming, like an Xbox or a PlayStation, is preferred during a storm with a wireless controller. I'm on the couch. I'm feet away from the device.
He said he saw a shot go through his felt a shot go through his entire body and saw a super bright white light. Then I quickly jolted back, and I was super dizzy and confused. 13 years old. He said, I also heard I heard something start screaming because there was a super loud boom that made my ears hurt and pop. Ugh. He was evaluated by emergency medical services personnel at the scene, was not transported to the hospital, said he was going to be fine. She said there's a pattern on his chest following the shock, but he's feeling fine. They plan to get him checked out by a doctor to make sure everything's perfectly okay. And it says the house has damage consistent with a lightning strike, a direct hit on the house.
You remember Scott Maxwell's house was hit by lightning traveled across the length of the home.
Yeah, wiped out his AC, wiped out of his fridge, wiped out all of his stuff,
all his major
TVs.
appliances, and it ended up in what would have been one of his kids' rooms.
Right,
it was very expensive. But I like in that story, they're like, we plan on taking him to the doctor.
Yeah. Well, they're Ukrainian, Jack. They're tough.
Why don't you do that before you talk to the reporter for the story?
Yeah. Yeah, they're I as a kid, it's so funny because my grandmother and my mom never said anything about taking a shower, but they would not let me use the phone. And they didn't want you outside. They wanted you inside when it was lightning. And I've seen lightning hit from me to the doorway over there. It struck a transformer in front of my grandmother's house and turned it into liquid, like literally melted it right down it was just no problem whatsoever.
I wonder if the danger's the same if you have PVC plumbing as opposed to copper. Or is it is it just traveling through the water itself?
Maybe going there. You mean if you're in the shower or just in general? Yeah. I think it's because of the piping. Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question with the PVC. I do not know the answer to that. But the piping would have to be the delivery system, right?
Or the water is.
Yeah. But how much piping? All new piping is PVC, is it not? I think all new home piping is PVC. I don't think they do. I need copper for hot water, maybe, or no? I don't know. Is there any copper? Do people install that anymore? I think it's mostly PVC.
I would assume so.
Yeah,
because when I got my house repiped, it was all PVC.
Yeah. There used to be a thing called butylene that I think they outlawed, which was like basically flexible PVC.
Yeah.
But they outlawed that. And I know that because when we tore the roof out of this other house, they had stretched just enough butylene for this drop-down ceiling. So that when we tore the ceiling out, we were 3 inches short to make it to the next connection to get the water to the kitchen. And we had to go buy 3 feet of butylene and the crimping tool. That 3 inches cost me $195. Because you can't find this stuff anymore. So they charge like $40 a foot for it. Yeah, Shock right there playing his video games.
I was zapped at the refrigerator when the neighbor's house was hit by lightning, sent me skidding across the kitchen floor.
Wow, really?
I wouldn't mess with that. I remember a news story of a woman at work on the phone with a client, office building like this, and lightning struck close by and went right through the phone line.
Really?
Yeah.
It hit her?
It hit her.
Oh,
yeah.
wow, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Blew the phone apart.
Dude, I got to tell you, the power of it is unbelievable, right? Because we see it and you kind of think, oh, man, that must be terrible. When we rented that Airbnb in Sanford, my wife was cooking dinner and she was boiling water in a steel pot, like a pot that you would boil water in to make some pasta, right? The burner arced in the stove and blew a hole in the bottom of this steel bowl like it'd been shot with a shotgun. It was instant, and it turned the water into vapor instantly. And that's just what, 220? Is that 220 for a stove?
Sure.
Yeah, so that's 220. That's on a lightning strike. And I got knocked across the room when I was a kid because when we were moving once, my dad said, go unplug the dryer. And I was just a kid, so I had to jump up over the dryer as if I was going to jump up there with my stomach. And I pulled the cord out, but it didn't come all the way out. So I jumped up there to do it again. And when I wrapped my hand around it, I just put my hand right on the 220, and it threw me across the room. Other than that, changed nothing.
So this Airbnb in Sanford, was it a lightning strike?
It was not. It was just the stove was old and it arced. But that just gives you an idea of how powerful a lightning strike must be, considering what just 220 volts did.
How'd you handle that with the owner of the house?
They gave us a pretty good sized gift card for going through the trouble of that, and then they replaced the stove the next day. I mean, I don't know what else we could have done. They were nice enough. They took care of it. They were extremely polite and sorry for everything. And I said, well, this could have killed my wife, but no joke.
Well, they didn't blame you.
Yeah, I know. It took me forever to wire that stove like that. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in 1 sec.
Download the all-new iHeartRadio app. Make Real Radio 104.1 number one on your presets, and you could win free stuff at upcoming events.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Roadways are getting busy, and so are emergency crews clearing up a couple accidents around the area northbound on I-95 at I-4, on I-4 eastbound before you head over St. John's River Bridge. That's off to the shoulder. Shoulder's blocked I-4 westbound at Colonial. Move over if you see emergency crews. We got some scattered showers around the area. That's going to be slowing your ride down. The roadways are wet out there. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com.
Ooh, bent tie rod. What are you going to do?
I'm way ahead of you. I'll be on RockAuto.com before you can even finish this commercial.
He's right. RockAuto.com. Parts when you need them.
All the parts your car will ever need. Rock Auto.
If you're in the market to buy a new home, you want to make sure that mortgage quote that you have is any good. And the expert that you need on your team is that mortgage guy, Don. Here's one reason. A recent study found that less than 20% of people compare the first mortgage quote that they get. But what you want is peace of mind. So just go to the website, hit the button that says compare, and upload your quote. That's it. That mortgage guy, Don, is going to tell you if it's any good, and you can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. It truly is peace of mind right there at your fingertips. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgagguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
It's grand in your hand time on Real Radio. $1,000 13 times each weekday. I bet your favorite podcast doesn't pay you to listen. Well, we do. Hear keyword, enter website, answer phone. We're the best at this, and you are in the right place. Real Radio 104.1. This national contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air has been in business since 1992, right here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts. That's Mills Air. It's equipment change-out time. You can get upgrades up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
When power goes out and cell networks fail, AM radio can be a lifeline with local news, weather, and emergency information. But time is running out. AM radio could disappear from new cars unless Congress acts. Please text the 2 letters AM to 39179 and tell Congress to vote yes on the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. Text the letters AM to 39179. Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop. This message furnished by the station.
The biggest sporting event in the world and a superior light beer to match it. Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
AutoNation makes it easy to find your next used car, especially when the used car you need is at the price you want. Starting under $20,000. Plus, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises. Buy confidently with our 5-day or 250-mile money-back guarantee. Even appraise your car online and we'll give you a top dollar offer. Hurry to AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Offer plus tax and tag. Appraisal subject to verification. See store for details.
This summer, rediscover a place that's been here over 450 years, yet always feels brand new. Where the streets tell stories, the beaches are breathtaking, and every day gives your family more to take home than just a suntan. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, and the beaches. Welcome to the new world. Plan your escape now at floridashistoriccoast.com.
From Longwood to Kissimmee, America 250 savings are here. Take advantage of Fence Outlet's seasonal savings and simple financing. From permits to install, we do it all. Call today for 250th celebration specials or go to fenceoutlet.com. License numbers C10252 and C10803.
High blood pressure can be challenging to manage, even with medication and lifestyle changes. Orlando Health is participating in a clinical research study evaluating an investigational procedure for adults with high blood pressure. If you are an adult and have been diagnosed with high blood pressure or are currently taking medication to manage it, you may be eligible to learn more about this research study. Participation in the study may last up to 4 years. To find out whether you may qualify, call 321-841-6444 for more information about the Spiral Gemini pilot study at Orlando Health Heart and Vascular Institute. That number again is 321-841-6444. Caution: hepatic denervation is limited by law to clinical investigation in all geographies. The generator and catheter used in the Gemini study for hepatic denervation are not approved for sale or use in the U.S. or any other country.
Dan Dennis here. Look, I don't need an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every single day, and it's awful. So do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Need a new roof or windows? Visit HBNUSA.com.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
Argentina will be looking to keep the dream of back-to-back World Cup titles alive when they face England tomorrow. Lionel Messi has scored 8 of the team's 17 goals this tournament.
Oh, it's gone in! It's 2-2, and who else? Lionel Messi!
Messi has also assisted on 2 goals. The winner moves on to Sunday's final to face the winner of France and Spain.
Download the iHeartRadio app for live Fox coverage of every game.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
So apparently Facebook is still a thing? Search gym members and join our group.
Hey guys, I just want to talk about the lightning thing. So I'm an electrician, and I had a house that a tree got struck, and it took out everything, major damage. We put in a surge protector. A year to the day that we put that in, the same tree got struck, and very minimal, about maybe $100 worth of damage instead of a whole lot. Everything got taken out. All right, love you guys. Bye.
See ya. Thank you.
Kick ass.
When I was 18, I dated a guy who got struck by lightning while we were on the phone. It blew him off of his waterbed into the wall. And then the dumbass got into his mother's minivan and drove up to the store in the same rainstorm to call me to let me know he was okay.
Oh, that's love.
Yeah, what's love is waterbed. You know. What's
bringing the motion and the ocean inside.
Am I dating a player out there, huh? All right, dollar is your 5 o'clock keyword. That's DOLLAR. You know what to do. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at 1,000 of those dollars. Dollar's the word, guys. Go get the money. We need a winner.
Yeah, we do.
I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Deb, can I ask you kind of a sensitive question?
No time like live on the air.
No, let me just ask you this. You don't have to answer whatever. Did you ever consider getting any plastic surgery in your life?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like boobs or anything like that?
No. Grandma helped with those.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
good
say.
on that. More like tummy tuck, maybe.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I don't think really now. I think most plastic surgery or augmentations have, whereas before there was a lot of maybe scorn coming from people. But do you believe that our culture's kind of embraced that, and it really don't come down on people who, whether they get a lymph injection or maybe some Botox or breast augmentation or something like that? I mean, that stuff really doesn't even carry any stigma anymore, does it?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
The only time I remember that would have been like in the 90s.
Yeah. Well,
most women I know when they get augmentations are like, "You want to see?"
Right? Yeah.
They look beautiful.
Now, see, my wife had them when we first got together, and then she had them taken out for a different size, and then once she had those taken out and other ones put in, she actually had those taken out not long after that because she had that what do they call it? A breast implant illness, BII,
right.
or whatever it is. And that was quite a journey for her. She actually joined a Facebook page and helped a lot of women make that decision. And it changed her life. Just to be quite honest with you, it changed her life. She stopped having these allergic attacks. She had hair falling out. She had hormonal issues. And when she got them taken out, there was no problem at all. It literally went back to normal. She's never been happier in her entire life. To get, what do they call it? What's the word? A D implant or an explant, I think is what they call it.
Yeah.
The reason I bring this up is there's this 43-year-old woman. This is a CNN story. Her name is Sandra. She's a 43-year-old media lawyer. She's based in L.A. She'd been toying with the idea of a breast augmentation since her 20s, but was always put off by the pain of the procedure and the long recovery time, and then having the idea of having this, quote, foreign sac in your body, because what were they filled with? There were two things, right?
Saline
and silicone.
That's it. The silicone one was the bad one, right?
Yeah.
Saline, you can say whatever you want, but my wife had the silicone implants, and it was a terrible thing for her. She had a terrible reaction to it, and since she had those taken out, her life has been, she's never been happier. Really, and to be honest with you, she actually kind of fell back in love with her body because it was her body.
Right.
Right, exactly. Well, the reason I bring this up is Sandra did not want the foreign objects in her breast implants. She did not want that.
So did they use fat from her own body?
Not from her body.
Her mother's.
Not from her mother's body.
Daughter.
Husband.
Cousin. Sister.
Neighbor.
Pet.
Cadaver.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, using cadaver fat to fill up breast implants.
I'd rather use my own fat. I would. I've got so much of it.
That's a 2-for-1, right?
It is. It's a BOGO. Just pull it out of my stomach and stick it in my ass.
It says...
Wait a second.
Context. It says you hit a certain age and you decide, I'm going to do something for myself at this point. And I said these things are nicknamed lunchtime boob jobs because it often takes less than an hour to inject and doesn't need general anesthesia or a hospital setting. Plus, the aftercare instructions were, quote, shockingly easy. It's called AlloClay. It uses fat harvested from donated dead bodies, or cadavers, as they're referred to in the scientific community. And, quote, she was fine with that.
Well,
I don't think there's a holder. I think they literally just inject the fat under your existing boob fat. Is that what it is? Boob fat? Boob fat.
Come here, honey. Let me get some of that.
Boob fat. Well, you don't know that it's not right. You can't be exasperated with me when you don't know if it's not right.
Who just says I was just exasperated by you, Jimmy? Come on, share the wealth. My only issue is, obviously they wouldn't, collect it if it wasn't safe.
Right.
But I would want to know.
Yeah. It says here AlloClay, which is spelled...
That's a fancy word for dead person fat.
Yeah. Dead guy fat. It's ALLOCLAE if you want to check this out. It's their latest injectable next generation advancement. There's an equal number of headlines branding it zombie filler or corpse injections, which don't market well.
Well, I don't know if you're in that goth scene. That could be a line you use at the date, with a date.
It says here, it says if there's a boundary line in the pursuit of a perfect look, we finally are busting up against it. What does it mean if society widely embraces injecting fat from dead people in the service of beauty? And I got to tell you, I don't think one woman gives one damn. Because I would tell you, if you told many women who were already thinking about this, hey, well, look, I could just inject some dead guy fat in there and it'll look just as good. There's no surgery, no none of that stuff. And it won't hurt you, no problems whatsoever. I bet they would line up dead guy fat out the door.
I don't know.
Story about boobs. It says busting up against it. Come on.
It says AlloClay was first released in 2024 to a board certified. I think a chicken certified this surgery. Board certified plastic surgeons with a track record of working with fat since January to a wider net of doctors, including, quote, mid-level providers like physician's assistants, nurse practitioners, and aesthetic nurses as well. So I guess what they're doing is they're making it where you don't have to have that upper level degree of plastic surgery or whatever they call that. You can just, if you're a nurse practitioner and you can work a syringe, apparently you can get people boob jobs during their lunch break.
Wow.
Nice.
How much do you think it cost? The price for one 12.5 cc syringe of the soft tissue corrector is what they call it. Is roughly how much?
$2,000.
Oh. $1,600.
$2,250 is the answer.
Damn it, I was going to go $12.
Yeah, it's marked as an off-the-shelf fat or bottled fat grafting.
Can't I just get a turkey baster and some Crisco from Publix and just call it a day?
Yes. Look, I don't know, Dan. I think this is kind of interesting. Somebody says that when you get 22 cc's, it gets a little chunkier, a little firmer.
Somebody texted and said, "Who wants cottage cheese boobs?"
But that's exactly when you look at it in a setting. It does not. It's not smooth. You would think like if you want it in your boob, you'd want it to be like almost like pudding, right? You want it to be smooth and kind of
not cottage cheese.
That's exactly what that fat looks like.
Okay, well then that's where you're saving your money.
It looks like a big bowl of butter.
So it looks like you're holding marbles under your breasts.
Well, I don't know if when it's injected, if they whip it into like a cream or something. Because I don't know that they can inject it the way it is. It does. It looks like cheese curds.
Please do me a favor. Set that on puree. Smooth. You want your boobs smooth.
A lot of this
Not
is
lumpy.
a lot of this because of the GLP-1 thing. What happens is these women are losing weight, and they're losing weight in their boobs as well. And their boobs are kind of, because they're losing weight, they're kind of deflating.
Yeah, they call it Ozempic face, Ozempic ass.
For lack of a better word, their boobs are deflating, so they don't want to get boob jobs because the whole idea of staying healthy, the GLP-1s, that's why they did that. They lost weight to be healthy, and then they turn around and put 2 sacks of silicone in their body. They don't want to do that, so they were looking for other possibilities, and this cadaver fat thing is kind of hit the ground running.
So somebody did ask a very good question. How long does the injection last? And doesn't that still meet the definition of a foreign object in her body?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it does. And it doesn't say anything about that. I didn't see anything about the story about how long it lasts or whatever. I mean, because obviously a boob job, even with a boob job, you have to go back. You have to go back occasionally because what happens is, the foreign thing, the boobs can readjust. So you have to get them kind of re-put in there. And also when they're in your body forms a sac over the implant.
Yeah, think of what a pearl does or what an oyster does to a piece of sand.
100% exactly the same thing.
It's an irritant.
So they have to cut that thing out of you as well. So I guess maybe what would happen is when they inject this fat, is there a same possibility that the body kind of encompasses that or encloses that in that same kind of thing and creates more of a teardrop smooth effect? Is that what they've done?
Or because it's natural body fat, it just gets absorbed.
Yeah, maybe so.
Because somebody had texted earlier saying even the saline-filled implants have silicone shells.
Yeah. The shell is silicone. You're right. The saline's in the middle to create that. And the thing here that's kind of crazy about this is one of the big controversies of this is the people who are donating their bodies to science as cadavers, some of them aren't being told that the fat's being used for this. In other words, they're getting this cadaver fat without kind of asking for permission. And I guess
how do you reach them on the other side?
Well, the thing is, I mean, like,
can you sign?
Are you an organ donor?
No.
You are not. I am. Are you an organ donor?
Yes, I am.
Jimmy, do you know anyone who'd want these organs? I am using them up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm using them up.
You're burning them at both ends?
Oh, hell yeah. I don't want to arrive looking like I've just, sell by date.
Yeah, but I think maybe that's the case. Is they just I guess if you donate your body,
organs are organs. Yeah, you could end up as a cadaver on a student's med student's table.
You could end up at the Body Farm at the University of Tennessee,
lying outside,
yeah.
Or you can save lives by organ donation,
or end up as Karen's new DSET. Oh my God,
DSET.
They're so pretty.
There are worse ways to go.
Yeah.
He never surprises anybody.
I've always considered myself a boob man.
Yeah. It says, when asked about the question of donated cadaver fat, Jacqueline Cruz, who is a patient, says she initially found it a little bit weird, but she was comforted by the fact that according to Tiger Aesthetics, the donor's DNA is removed in the manufacturing process.
Well, Tiger Aesthetics should know all about that.
Right, yeah.
That's the name that you want to trust right there when putting some dead man's fat in your chest. Tiger Aesthetics. Amen. That's the JAMA Bible right there.
And how do you think they describe the fat? Oh, it's fine. It's oily, chunky, and yellow.
Oh.
Bleh.
Oh.
Bruh. I think I trimmed that off my chicken last night. All right, 716-1041. Text us
Just in time for a
770.
nutritionist.
Right into the nutritionist. Sarah Gia joins us next. We're going to talk about gut biome and some of the stuff you hear and if it's real or not. And she's going to tell you all about that. We'll do that next.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
There's a couple accidents slowing you down this afternoon. I-4 westbound at Ivanhoe. The center lane's blocked. There's a crash on the ramp from I-4 to 408 eastbound, partially blocking the on-ramp. That's causing bumper-to-bumper traffic. You got scattered showers in the area slowing down your ride. Expect some rainy conditions on some parts of I-4 and I-95. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Man, here's what I know about Modern Plumbing Industries. These guys do not play around. Yesterday, in installing an entire house filter system for the water in my home, and that's just where it starts. These guys are unbelievable. And look, if your house runs out of water, if you got no problems, if you have plumbing problems, the entire house comes to a halt, man. You have no showers, no flushing toilets, no working sinks. It's always smart to have a reputable plumbing company on call and ready to go. And guys, I got to tell you, the Modern Plumbing Industry people have blown me away. From houses to high rises, they can handle any issue you throw at them. They are employee owned, and they've been doing this since 1975. All plumbing issues, gas, water heaters, all leaks, they can handle it. And when you book your appointment, be sure to mention the Jim Colbert Show for a $50 discount. They have other deals as well. $1,776 will get you a 40 or 50 gallon electric water heater installed. Or how about $250 off any service over $2,500? These guys just got you covered. Call for 24-hour service, 407-327-6000, or find them online at modernpi.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit theNickLeeGroup.com.
Jim Colbert Show question of the day is brought to us by the Home Builders Network. And for years, we've been talking about Mike, the home builder, and his great team at the Home Builders Network. What is it that you need to do around your house? Chances are Mike and his crew can help, whether it is window replacement, door replacement. How about your bathroom replacement? Yep, replacing bathrooms is something they do. You can have a brand new shower with Moen fixtures and have it look great. That's what they did in my home. They can do that in yours as well. They also do roofs. Matter of fact, a few years ago, I needed a new roof. Didn't want one, but I needed one. Went to the Home Builders Network, and they did a fantastic job. Worked with my insurance company, and it was a great process. The Home Builders Network. They've been nominated by Orlando's Best for Best Windows and Doors and a Best of Florida nominee for Best Roofing Contractor. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram to see their recent work. It's the Home Builders Network. Online at hbnusa.com. That is hbnusa.com. License number CBC 1255975 and CCC 1329039.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
How will we ever defeat the British?
By remembering what we're fighting for. General. A country of our own. That will one day celebrate 250 years.
How will we celebrate, sir?
By going to Headquarter Hyundai, for the revolutionary Hyundais for Less sales event.
Hyundai, sir?
Yes, thousands off, plus they want any trade, paid for or not, at Headquarter Hyundai.
Here!
With revolutionary reductions on 250 vehicles.
It sounds glorious, sir.
Oh, it is. America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty with Hyundai Assurance. New Tucsons, Elantras. Pay thousands less and get 0% financing for 60 months.
What about payments, sir?
Headquarter Hyundai will have their best lease programs of the year.
It's revolutionary. Hyundai's thousands less.
And they want any trade-in. At Headquarter Hyundai.
Just off I-4 on Reinhardt Road in Sanford, Lake Mary.
HeadquarterHyundai.com.
And no tax, right, sir?
Well, Plus tax and tag, visit HeadquarterHyundai.com.
Insurance companies don't want you to hire an attorney so they can pay you pennies on the dollar for your injuries. But I don't cost you a dime unless I get you money. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get pushed around by the insurance companies. Just call Mo.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Are you looking for information on a reverse mortgage or HELOC? It's so easy to get a quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
To everyone looking to add some extra flavor to their summer, come try the new Culver's Jalapeno Jack Pub Burger. Our team member Steven is here to tell you all about it.
When you're in the mood for delicious food between your road trips, pool days, and summer game days, you can always count on Culver's. All of our butter burgers are made to order with fresh, never frozen beef, and our Jalapeno Jack Pub Burger has just the spicy kick you need. Zesty pepper jack cheese, creamy jalapeno sauce, all on a lightly buttered brioche bun with juicy tomato and crisp lettuce. It's the kind of bold flavor that brings extra joy to every fun-filled moment. You can even make it a chicken sandwich if that's your thing. But like summer, it's only here for a limited time. So order now with the Culver's app. And don't forget to join Delicious Rewards to earn points with every bite.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees when used as directed. Spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
The semifinals are set for the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
That is a wondrous goal!
4 teams hoping to hoist the trophy for their country.
Spain heading to the semifinal!
And the only place to listen to every remaining game for free
is the iHeartRadio app.
What a moment in the tournament!
Fox Sports and iHeartRadio bring you all the action, no matter where you are.
The biggest games are yet to come. Don't miss a moment.
The referee blows the full-time whistle!
Download the free iHeartRadio app now.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Reese Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Obviously, this is why YouTube was created. Obviously, at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Still to come, the common sense financial advice you need. It's Only Money with Scott Brown. Today at 6:20 on the Jim Colbert Show.
What up, guys? More from Duval.
Duval.
I've listened to this station for over 20 years.
Uh-huh.
Over 20 years. There's been some funny stuff that's happened on real radio in 20 years, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, hilarious stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I have never heard something that has made me laugh and blush more than Deb saying, take it out my stomach and stick it up my
Okay.
Did she say that?
She did say that, Jack.
I did not.
Well, she didn't say stick it.
Okay.
Yeah. Are we good?
Yeah. That he didn't.
Yeah, we don't need to
we're
bring
good.
it. Yeah, that's fine.
No.
Everything. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Real Radio 104.1. Dollar is your 5 o'clock keyword. That's DOLLAR. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at 1,000 of those dollars. Dollars the word, guys. Go get it. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
You're welcome.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Guys, good and loud for Sarah Gia.
Hey!
Board certified functional nutritionist. How are you, young lady?
I'm great. Thanks for having me back.
Good to see you.
It's great to see you guys too. I actually haven't seen Deb since she's got married. So
Oh,
that's
really?
great.
It's been that long.
It's been that long.
Wow, really? Has it been that long already?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
dang.
missed it, and then I wasn't here last month, so I'm very happy to be back.
Good. I saw you had a baller vacation. I was following you on Facebook and saw that
Mm-hmm.
you and the fam had a really nice time. Where was that you guys went?
Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, nice, huh?
I've been there before. One of my best friends got married there, and I was the best man in his wedding, and so I was there for that. And my husband and I scuba dive, and we went and scuba dived.
Scuba dove.
I have no idea.
Jack certified.
I don't know.
He knows the language.
Yeah,
It's
but
really
no.
good diving there.
Yeah. How far do you guys go down there?
How far?
Yeah, how far do you dive?
We did an 80-foot wall dive.
Oh, no way. That's a lot, right?
Yeah, it
That's
was
spooky
cool.
because it takes you a while to come back up, does it not?
You have to go up slow, right?
Yeah,
Don't go faster than your bubbles.
Wow, really?
Yep.
That's crazy. Well, Sarah joins us every once in a while, just kind of talk about what's happening out there in the world of health. And being a nutritionist is kind of interesting because one of the big talkers out there, and actually a lot of businesses have come along, is your gut biome. I mean, you see it everywhere. It seems to be like one of these kind of a trendy kind of thing. But funny enough, when I texted you today about what we were talking about, you said, so you think that gut biome is my number one thing. This is kind of what I do.
It is. However, I thought that we were going to talk about summer nutrition myths.
No. We could do this right here. Exactly what you said here.
We can talk about gut biome too.
Well, this is all part of it, I believe. Okay. So, because what you sent over is absolutely amazing. It really is. Because when you talk about nutrition myths and things that kind of affect your gut biome, I think there are some interesting pieces of information out there. It says here, do you really need electrolyte drinks? Like, is water enough? Because I will tell you, when I get out on the golf course and start sweating, I drink water, I find that it doesn't feel like water's doing enough. And then I'll get a Gatorade, and I'll drink a Gatorade, and I'm like, oh, there it is. That feels different. Is that just me kind of projecting that, or does that actually happen?
There's a lot of nuance to it. I had 3 summer myths that I thought we'd talk about, and I thought we'd do a fact or fiction.
Go ahead.
So you guys can tell me that first one, everyone needs electrolytes in the summer, fact or fiction?
I wouldn't say it's a fact.
I would say it's a fact only depending on your level of athleticism, if you're outside, if you're landscaping, construction, something where it's pulling more out of you than what you're replacing. So
I'm going to be contrary, so I'll say fiction.
I had it down as a fiction, but Deb's nuance is really where it lands. So that's exactly what Deb was saying. Electrolytes, not everybody needs electrolytes. If you are not sweating excessively, if you're sedentary, you don't necessarily need to replace. You get electrolytes from food, which a lot of people don't realize. Your potassium, sodium, magnesium, all of those, you're getting them from fruits and vegetables and from other foods as well. Those are one of the big sources we think of. A lot of it has to do with how much you're sweating. So yes, Jim, if you're outside sweating, one of the biggest electrolytes we sweat out is sodium.
Yeah.
That's why we worry with marathon runners about hyponatremia, low sodium levels, because they sweat so excessively. So that's exactly what I would say. If you are outside sweating a lot, you are a landscaper, a construction worker, you're on the golf course, you may really do well with electrolytes. If you're someone who goes in the gym and just sweating buckets, you might really need them.
Is there a product that you recommend? I mean, I know Gatorade is one of those things that's just so easy to say because it's such a big part of our culture. Do you have a recommendation that you think does a good job that maybe doesn't have the sugar or any other stuff that's bad with Gatorade?
I tend to lean towards electrolyte powders and liquids that you can add in because a lot of the sports drinks, you just touched on it, they have a lot of sugars added or a lot of artificial sugars. They have dyes added.
Right.
They're easier, so I can understand why people grab them. If you want to do a natural electrolyte, you can put a pinch of pink Himalayan salt, pink sea salt in there. You can do lemons, limes, those have electrolytes. You can, if you like watermelon has a lot of electrolytes in it. You can muddle some watermelon in your water for some flavor. I tend to stay away from the sports drinks for the dyes, the artificial sugars, or the real sugars.
How about the little liquid IV packs? Is that also one of those things that's just marketed very well, but it's another thing maybe you should avoid?
It depends what you're using it for.
Right.
There's liquid IV, there's Ultima Replenisher, there's so many out there. I'm blanking out on all of the names of them right now.
But you're saying you can make it naturally with just lemon and salt and water, maybe kind of let it combine and then put that in a drink cup or whatever?
You can. Yeah. But also those formulas make your water taste better. So at the end of the day, I drank electrolytes. I really like the Ultima Replenisher one. I like the lemonade flavor. It uses stevia and monk fruit and natural colors.
Right.
So I like it because it makes my water taste better. If you like the way liquid IV tastes or a different one, if it's going to make you drink more water, then I'm all for it, even if you don't necessarily need them. I work indoors. I don't necessarily need them, but I like them.
Right. What is your minimum intake of water a day? I know it's based on body weight and stuff, but where does that start?
Yeah, we talked about that briefly a while back, which is basically take your body weight and divide it in half and put that into ounces.
Okay, I see that.
So if somebody is 150 pounds, they want 75 ounces a day. If you're 200 pounds, 100. And then as we get...
That's a lot.
It is.
That's a lot of damn water.
Which is why I'm saying if you like electrolytes, if it will help you drink water more, if you like those natural fruit flavorings, go for it because it's a job.
Yeah, it's because you're saying that there's nothing in there that can be bad enough that would overwhelm the fact that you're getting that much water.
Sarah, can you explain to Jim that the 100 ounces, or let's say 112 ounces, half of his body weight, that he's drinking in Pepsi does not count?
Yeah, I have a
Is Pepsi your sports drink?
I have a soda addiction. Yeah, Pepsi's bad for me, and I cannot get away from it. It's literally like the one thing in my life I'm just like, well, I've tried as much as I can, and I okay. Okay.
I've tried as much as I can, Deb.
I've tried.
He has.
I've tried as much as I'll tell you guys about.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, are you drinking only Pepsi or Pepsi and water?
No. And it's only one bottle a day, if that.
I have a bottle a day, and that's it. And that's a maybe. Sometimes I don't, but I have almost every day I have one bottle of Pepsi a day, 20 ounces a day. But I also drink probably 5 of those Yetis of water a day.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys remember I talked about the 80-20 rule. I'm not going to push any of my clients to drink soda, but I also think we can't expect to be perfect. If you're working with someone who's trying to get you to eat this perfect diet and cut out everything you love, it's probably not sustainable.
Yeah, it's going to make you miserable. That's the thing. Is like you won't be happy. I mean, you may be like healthy, but you're not going to be happy. You're going to be miserable as hell.
Time out. I indulge in those things at least 20% of the time, and I'm miserable despite that. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So you mentioned muddling watermelon.
I'm definitely not preaching misery. So we're all clear.
We've already got it covered.
You do not need to preach it to him. It comes pre-installed. You mentioned muddling watermelon, and you say here, is it actually healthy or is it just sugar? And it's kind of wild though, because watermelon has been one of those things. You're like, well, nobody doesn't like watermelon. It's got the lycopene. It's got lots of lycopene in there.
C,
it's mostly
potassium.
water, right? All that fun stuff. But it does have a lot of sugar though, doesn't it?
Well, it's about 90% water. So when you say a lot of sugar, how much are you eating? If you're eating one nice, big, refreshing slice of watermelon, it's really relatively low in your glycemic index. If you're eating way more than is what you would consider a normal portion size, you can be bumping up your sugars. But it's mostly water. Cucumbers are mostly water.
Right.
Celery is mostly water. So those are all ways that people are getting hydration without even thinking about it, eating these things that are mostly water.
Right. It also says here that are frozen treats always a bad choice? And I assume frozen treats is like your ice cream lollipops or ice cream pops and stuff like that?
Your frozen sugary coffees as well, which is another one of the nutrition myths I had as well, was around coffee.
Does it hydrate you in the summer or dehydrate you in the summer?
Well, fact or fiction, you have to cut coffee in the summer because it's too dehydrating.
Fiction.
It has to be fiction.
Please, let me say this.
I'm half Colombian. Please don't say that.
Let me do it this way. Dear Lord.
Dear sweet baby Jesus.
God, let this be fiction. Jackson, what say ye?
Fiction.
Yay.
Yay!
I hate being a Debbie Downer. You do not have to cut coffee.
That's my job.
It's hard in my job because a lot of times I'm saying the things that people don't want to hear. They feel better in the end, but as Jack just mentioned with the misery, they don't always want to hear it. So here's the thing with coffee. We've been told for so long that it's dehydrating, and caffeine has a mild diuretic effect. Diuretic, it makes your body get rid of water, right? But you're still drinking liquid, right? It's coffee beans in water, so you're drinking 10, 20, 30, however much coffee you're drinking. You're getting hydration from it as well as a mild diuretic effect. So while I don't want people drinking 100 ounces in Pepsi and coffee, there needs to be some water in there. You can drink your coffee even in the summer. It's not as dehydrating as I think some people have been led to believe.
Are you a coffee girl?
Love coffee.
Yeah,
I would not want to give it up.
It's the first thing I make in the morning, and I do doctor mine up a little bit. I like some half and half and a little bit of raw sugar in there. I drink probably 2 cups a day. Love it. It's good for you though, right? Good for your liver and stuff like that, kidneys.
It has polyphenols, which is something we like. Those coffee beans.
Yeah.
It puts antioxidants. You hear about polyphenols. It's one of those healthier choice, and smaller amounts can become problematic. I know people who drink 5-10 cups of coffee a day, and we're starting to talk about other things that it can mess with in the body that aren't ideal. Of course, how you doctor up your coffee is going to affect it, but really the coffee as this really big dehydrator is that myth that I wanted to bust. I just want to make it clear that you shouldn't be only drinking coffee. And when you wake up in the morning, we lose, generally an average person, maybe a liter of water while you sleep. So you really want to start your day with a cup of water. and not just with coffee.
Yeah, that's what my guy used to say back in the day. The very first thing you should do every day of your life is drink a giant glass of water before you do anything else. Is just drink water and then move on through your day. It starts your metabolism and I guess just replaces the liquid that you've lost as you slept.
Yeah. You're losing, especially some people are breathing through their mouth. You might be sweating while you sleep. You might be losing even more. So, start your day with a cup of water and then have your cup of coffee.
I tried the water thing first. It's okay if I'm waiting for the coffee to brew, but if the coffee's already ready...
Yeah, it's hard to make that choice.
I can't go. I can't do the water first.
You can't hold one in one hand and one in the other and go, oh, yeah, water's the answer. That ain't never happening.
I keep a cup of water in my bathroom next to my toothbrush. Brush my teeth, then I drink my cup of water, then I go in the kitchen and get my coffee.
See, I can't have coffee after, I don't want that minty flavor mixing with the coffee.
Same here. I get up in the morning and I just go straight to the coffee machine. It'll kill anything that's in my mouth.
Now, I do keep a bottle of water on my bedside table, and so if I'm waking up in the middle of the night and feeling like, I could just use a sip, I'll usually go through that bottle of water overnight.
Man, I think everybody does that, right? Like I take my Yeti. I make a fresh, tall thing of ice cold water in my Yeti and I take it to bed. I think everybody kind of does that, right?
Do you keep water by your bedside, Jack?
No.
You don't?
No, I sleep in bed.
Oh, yeah, but you take water then because you want to get something to drink. You don't want to get up and walk all the way across your house.
Most of the time, no. If I'm sick, maybe I'll need something. But I think I can manage a night's sleep without having to get up to get something to drink.
But you're already getting up to go to the bathroom, so why not do a BOGO?
Only 6 or 7 times a night.
Right. Oh, okay. That's not a lot.
Well, that cup of water next to the toothbrush in the bathroom, you can drink that when you get up 6 times to go to the bathroom. That's something we need to talk about.
Yeah. That's way more than a coffee or water problem. Is the fact that he's peeing 6 times a night, dude. I got bad news for you.
I'm taking enough pills to get it down to 1 or 2.
I'm talking about sleep quality next time.
Did you have one more question on your quiz for us?
I did. Fact or fiction? Sweating means you're burning more calories.
I say that is a fact because the idea of creating sweat is the work that creates that to cool your body off. Now, theoretically, you can sweat just because it's hot. I'm still going to say fact. This one feels slippery.
Yeah.
I'm going to hope it's fact, but I will say fiction. Just because in my own life, if sweating equaled calorie burning, I'd be as svelte as you.
All the menopausal women are in heaven
my God.
She's got a liar smile on right now,
That's
too, by the way.
all I do is sweat.
I sense a trap. I'm going fiction.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say these questions were a little bit of a trap. I didn't even realize it until you said it, but none of them have a straight answer. So I have it down as fiction, but Jim, you hit on really, as you said, you're sweating more when you're working out more. So at the end of the day, what I wanted to say is just because you're sweating doesn't mean you're burning calories. Unfortunately, small amount of calories, just by existing. It doesn't mean you're burning more calories. And the nuance to that is you could be working out really hard in a very air-conditioned gym and you're just not sweating a ton. But you're moving, exercising, you're going to be burning more calories than someone who is sitting in the really hot sun or in a sauna, sweating profusely. It's healthy for you in other ways, detoxification, but it doesn't necessarily indicate that you're burning all of these excess calories.
It's funny you say that. One of the workout programs I did back in the day was called Super Slow. And the whole idea was the gym was kept at like 60 degrees. So when you walked in there, it was really cold because the workout was unbelievably hard. You do all the workout, but everything just goes, like it says, super slow. So when you do a push-up, you push up and then you slowly let yourself down. You have to like count to 10 to get your body weight down. You can do about 5 of those and you just start quivering. So that makes perfect sense.
Although we have hot yoga, which is wonderful because it really warms your muscles up and you can get into those positions. And there's increased detoxification with sweating. I just wanted to make clear to people, and I'm sorry to all the women out there having night sweats, that this is not true.
So rolling like a rotisserie chicken is doing nothing.
You're just dragging yourself off.
It's interrupting your sleep. You can get up and drink your water.
That's what I have to do, and then stand under the fan like a flying squirrel.
And some people sweat more than others, which I thought was really interesting as I was looking into it. The more conditioned you are to working out, the better, as you mentioned, Jim, sweating is a body's cooling system. The better your body is often adapted to cooling itself. So people who are in really good shape often start sweating way quicker in a gym than someone who might be more of a newbie to a gym. because their body is so adapted to this internal cooling
That's
system.
funny. I would have thought the exact opposite, because if you're not working out, the strenuous nature of what you're doing is, so alien that you would start sweating more immediately. That's kind of wild how that works out. Where can people find you to make an appointment or maybe get some advice on what they're doing with their nutrition, Sarah?
Yes, so my website is sarahgiawellness.com, Geha, but you can also spell it Sarah G Wellness for anyone who doesn't want to try and remember my last name. You can find me on Instagram at Sarah Gia Nutrition and on Facebook as well.
Always good seeing you, man.
It's great seeing you guys, too. Thanks
I want
for
to get you
having
back
me.
in a couple weeks. I want to talk about GLP-1s. I'm sure you have tons and tons of opinions about what's going on. It seems like every single day when we look through the news, multiple websites are doing more and more stories about GLP-1s. And I know that that's right up your alley, kind of what you deal with. And I would love to hear what you have to say about that. And I know the audience would as well. So you want to come back in a couple weeks and talk about that?
Sounds great. And I want to talk to Jack about his sleep quality. I'm gonna grill him on my next one.
And give us another quiz next time. Those are fun.
Okay.
All right, good luck for Sarah Gia, guys. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Your 5 o'clock keyword is dollar. That's DOLLAR. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back in a sec with trivia. Load them up. It's time to give something away.
Robots don't spiral at 3 a.m. staring into the void. But we do. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com.
Spain advances to the final in the World Cup, shutting out France 2-0. On Sunday, they'll meet the winner of tomorrow's match between England and Argentina. MLB owners seem to be okay with allowing players to take part in the 2028 LA Olympics, but the players have a host of concerns. The two sides will continue to talk. Police in Florida say the investigation of Jets quarterback Geno Smith into an alleged battery charge is no longer active. I'm Frank Garrity.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again, because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
250 years. That's how long America has stood for freedom, strength, and the pride of building something that lasts. At Renewal by Andersen, they believe your home should stand for the same thing. So to honor America's 250th anniversary, Orlando homeowners get $250 off every window and door this month only. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. With American craftsmanship, expert installation, and their unmatched signature service, Renewal by Andersen delivers the strength, quality, and pride your home deserves. 250 years of America means $250 off every window and door in your replacement project. But this is a limited time offer for Central Florida homeowners. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to claim your savings and reserve your free design consultation. Better yet, stop by their showroom off of Lee Road in Winter Park and see these beautiful products for yourself. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
A thriller in the extreme. iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every remaining match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
All the way up to the final, July 19th. The games are live
and for free. Just download the iHeartRadio app now.
Guys, here in Central Florida, it is absolutely vital that your AC works perfectly for you every single time, and that's why I strongly suggest our friends over at Mills Air. These guys have all the experience you want, 30-plus years right here in Central Florida, keeping you and your family nice and comfortable, and they're ready to help you again. The preventive maintenance plan is an absolute must to make sure your AC is ready all summer long, and their techs can do that for you. Matter of fact, they can service any brand out there. Don't worry about what kind of AC you have. Mills Air can repair it, but check this out. If you happen to need a new unit, you're in good hands because Mills Air is a Carrier Factory authorized dealer. That's important. It can get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and always turn to family owner operated Mills Air. Call these guys today and schedule your very important appointment. It's easy. 407-277-1159 online. It's millsair.com.
Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. 0% financing for 72 months. Lifetime warranty. And all you need is $4 down. Now extended final days at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. It's my 250 sales event. I've dropped prices on 250 vehicles. Thousands and thousands off. Acres of new Mitsubishis. Outlanders with third row seating and all the tech. Plus acres of used cars. All you need, $4 down. $4. Now extended final days. Vehicles under 20 grand. Payments under $250 a month. I'm paying $3,000, $4,000, even $6,000 more for your trade. Bad credit? We don't just get you approved. We work with banks and credit unions to get you the lowest rate. Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. 0% financing for 72 months. With lifetime warranty. Thousands off. And every vehicle's just $4 down. Now extended final days at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just 2 miles off I-4. RCHill.com. That's RCHill.com.
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we place the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
Hey, Orlando, why settle for one dealership when you can shop 3? Greenway Kia's 3 Central Florida locations give you access to 3 times the inventory. Shop over 1,200 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. Plus, when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle to help maximize its value. And this week only, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
If you're thinking about selling your home this summer, there's no better time than now. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can skip the market uncertainty and sell your home hassle-free and for top dollar. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. Choosing the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Visit markspain.com to find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home and skip the hassles of cleaning and costly repairs. One of our clients, Caitlin, said, "We weren't planning on selling our home, but our family's needs changed. We sold our home for substantially more than we paid, and we were able to move quickly. Thank you, Mark Spain Real Estate." Mark Spain Real Estate is the #1 most reviewed real estate company in the U.S. with over 13,000 5-star reviews. Trust us to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed offer will be on your home today. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
For millions of kids, school isn't just a place of learning. It's where they can depend on access to healthy food. When school's out for the summer months, many of those meals disappear. But there is a solution. All across the country, there are programs for kids and teens to access free meals all summer long, including resources for eligible families facing tight grocery budgets. If you're looking for resources to help feed your family this summer, visit nokidhungry.org/help. Let's make sure every kid has the happy, healthy summer they deserve.
They won't tell you this, but your pets are pretty lonely when you leave. No worries. We'll keep them company. Just say, "Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio." If you don't know what web goals are, consider yourself lucky. If you feel like helping out, go to JimColbertLive.com and look at stuff.
Hey, Jimmy. We had a Spanish crew showed up to do framing on the job site today. They pulled out a 75-inch TV and hooked it to their phone and started watching the game and got to work. That's how dedicated the rest of the world is on this soccer.
Love it.
Saying.
Is it bad if I keep a vodka and orange on my bedside table while I sleep? Question mark.
What's the best mixer with vodka during the hot summer months?
Listen to it.
I think we can, yes. Love you too, babe.
What in the hell was that?
That was someone not knowing they're leaving a talkback?
What in the hell was...
Paul was leaving a talkback, but then
somebody delivered a drink?
And started talking to him, and he just started responding and forgot he was recording it, and then sent it.
I think she brought him a drink, and he said, "Thank you, babe.
Love you too, babe.
Love you too, babe." All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well, and he has the Jackie sack. What's in there, big dog?
All aboard.
Chugga, chugga.
Choo-choo.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
All right, we have tickets to see the Strokes. They're coming to Tampa. Actually, it's the Benchmark International Arena in Tampa. That's September 12th. You can see the Strokes. Or perhaps you want to do something a little more local, something at night that involves lasers.
What?
We got a pair of tickets to Stellar Nights at the Orlando Science Center now through August 1st. In fact, the first weekend was so popular, they sold out. They are adding more shows, including they're doing Taylor Swift again and Queen, the shows that they did the first weekend.
Too good.
So they have added more to the schedule, and you can check it out on their website at osc.org. It's Stellar Nights, brings your favorite artists to life with incredible laser effects inside the all-new Dome, and that's for the rest of July at the Orlando Science Center. Those are your prize options in today's Jackie Sack.
So back to you.
Thank you, Deborah.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Let's go all the way to the back. Let's go to number 5.
5 it is. Jen, how you doing, Jen?
I'm doing great.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. Want to play a little game with us?
I want to play a little game, yeah.
All right, let's do it then. Very forceful, Jen.
Yes, she is.
Very aggro, Jen.
Yeah, she'd pull your hair for sure.
All right, Jen.
I hear you laughing, Jen.
All right, you ain't pulling my hair. Where are you going to grab it?
Your back.
My chest hair, I guess, maybe. All right, Jen, this is a very easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is a lie.
What?
But if you can find it, I'll send you over to see Jack, and it'll get creepy from that moment on.
Count on it.
Are you ready, Jen?
I'm ready. Let's
Here we
go.
go. On this day in 1913, the 38th president of the United States, Gerald Ford, was born on this day.
Wow.
That's right. Here are 3 fun facts about President Ford and 1 pratfall of a lie. All right, here we go. We're talking about Gerald Ford. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, his name isn't actually Gerald Ford. He was born Leslie Lynch King Jr. Number 2, in the 1940s, long before his career in politics, he was a male model. Number 3, he's the only president to have been adopted. Or lastly, he was the target of 2 assassination attempts in just 17 weeks, both by women. Which of those is a lie?
I think that he was a victim of assassination attempts, but I don't think they were women, so I think that's a lie.
You got it right on the head.
Yay!
You are a woman. You are a winner.
She is a woman.
And a woman.
One of them was.
Both of them were, actually. If one of them was a member of Manson's family.
Right.
Squeaky Fromme is the one who tried to kill him first. The pistol misfired. The other woman did get a pistol out and got off a shot, hit no one. Both of them went to jail. Squeaky Fromme was actually let out 40 years later. But it happened in 17 days. That was the swerve. It didn't happen in 17 weeks. 70 weeks. 2 people tried to kill him within 17 days. You're a winner, though. I'm going to put you on hold, Jen. Enjoy your prize.
Well, at least you kept us on time.
Yeah. Very nice, yeah. His name is not Gerald Ford. He was born Leslie Lynch King Jr. He has Gerald Ford because his mother...
who wants to be called?
His mom remarried a guy named Ford, Gerald Ford or whatever, and wound up just naming him and adopting him.
Oh.
That's why he became the only adopted president. He was a male model before in the politics for a short period of time, and he is the only president to be adopted. A couple other things. He arrived just minutes before his wedding ceremony because he didn't want to marry a former dancer who had already been divorced before elected to the House. So he waited to the very last minute of the campaign season to get married to Betty Ford, who because Betty Ford was a dancer and she had already been married and divorced, and they didn't think that would look good on the campaign trail. So he literally left the campaign trail, walked into the wedding chapel with muddy shoes from the trail, and got married.
Yeah.
He wasn't a strong speaker, and I don't remember this of him. He says he used to make gaffes all the time. He called sickle cell anemia sickle cell Armenia, and he called having a strong work ethic. So he was known for kind of making gaffes like that.
Such simpler times, right? Such simpler times.
And then, of course, he kind of gets goofed on. If you remember, Chevy Chase famously kind of clowned him on SNL for years back in the 70s. And he locked himself out of the White House once while walking his dogs. He had to have security come around and let his ass back in his own house. All right, there you go. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. We'll come back in a second with another keyword for you. We'll come back and do one segment. Then we have Scott Brown in for It's Only Money. We'll do that next.
Make Real Radio 104.1 #1 on your presets on our all-new iHeartRadio app and get cool stuff at Real Radio events. Get the app for free in your app store.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
That crash on I-4 westbound before Ivanhoe, the left and right lanes blocked now. The center lanes are getting by, but we got emergency crews blocking some of the roadways there. There's a crash partially blocking the off-ramp from I-4 westbound to Kirkman Road. A crash on the Turnpike southbound before US 192. That's been moved off to the shoulder. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com.
Oh, that grinding and squealing. What are you going to do about that?
Time for new brakes. The chain store never has what I need.
No worries. Go to RockAuto.com for name brands at lower prices.
Man, let me tell you something. Real estate trends and market trends are an extremely local thing. That's why it's super important not to pay attention to national headlines when you think about real estate here in Central Florida. I'll give you an example. Selling a home in Peoria, Illinois is way different than selling one in Orlando, Florida. I think you can understand what I'm saying there. And if you have the right real estate team, you could really cash in this state. But it's going to take the right team, because if you don't make the right choice, it could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. And that's why I tell you guys, just get with the Nickley Group, the #1 real estate team in all of Central Florida. They sell a home about every 7 hours, 4,000 5-star reviews, and nobody is going to work harder to make sure you sell your house for top dollar like the Nickley Group. These guys are awesome. They even offer some pretty crazy stuff in their VIP buyers program: free appraisals, free home warranties, free moving trucks and supplies, and an early access program that can get you access to off-market properties before they get listed. That is an unbelievable advantage. They also have a guaranteed cash offer. That means this: there are no showings, there are no open houses, and yet you could close this deal in just 14 days. On average, they get 6% more for their listings than their competitors, and they sell those homes twice as fast. What I'm saying is, you should be with the Nickley Group. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
AutoNation makes it easy to find your next used car, especially when the used car you need is at the price you want. Starting under $20,000. Plus, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises. Buy confidently with our 5-day or 250-mile money-back guarantee. Even appraise your car online and we'll give you a top dollar offer. Hurry to AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Offer plus tax and tag. Appraisal subject to verification. See store for details.
Sell your home fast and for the most money with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
For decades, millions have trusted AmScott when life happens. Walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000. Simple, reliable, AmScott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Now that we have AT&T Fiber Internet in our home, our connection's so fast it can handle streaming, gaming, surfing, and video conferencing for the whole family. The only downside? Our kids' friends are coming over way more often than we'd like. Hey, Jaden, Braden, Zayden, come on in, you guys. Luke, what's up, buddy? How's baseball going? I've got the game streaming in the den. Maybe you can pick up some pointers before we take on Kennedy next week. Ashley A, Ashley D, Ashley P, is this for a group project again? Because last time it looked a lot like high-speed reality TV research. Hey, Kristen! You got the ring light and the tripod this time. Don't forget to tag the house with the fastest internet. Honey, it's going to be another late one. We're going to need more snacks.
Tell all your neighbors, AT&T Fiber has arrived. Hyper-fast internet is now available in your neighborhood. Learn more at att.com/internet. Limited availability in select areas.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour, and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
Spain is heading to the World Cup final after beating France 2-0 this afternoon. Pedro Porro scored in the 58th minute to double Spain's lead.
The return, Pedro Porro!
Spain has outscored their opponents 13-1 in the tournament so far. They'll face the winner of Argentina and England in the final.
Download the iHeartRadio app for live Fox coverage of every game.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
There's only one place to watch this nonsense. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Jimmy Bones. Man, I got a 2001 Saturn, baby.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And it only got 110,000 miles on it, and it runs like a dream. Only takes me about $30 to fill her it. She gets me to point A to point Z. And I love her very much. I don't think I'd ever switch over to the electric cars, man.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
I love the...
Good afternoon, morning, Colbert Carew. Yeah, Jimmy, I agree with you on this completely. I'm going to keep my little Ford Ranger forever. My dad helped me buy that years before he passed, and I will never get rid of this thing. But I'm actually looking into getting one of those little slate trucks, the fully electric ones that you can really do a lot of customization on your own. It's going to be perfect for what I need to do. But Jimmy, beyond that point, do you know how they make holy water?
I don't.
Well, I mean, Jimmy, all you have to do is boil the hell out of it.
Oh,
Yep.
Come on, man. We're begging. Stop. Your 6 o'clock keyword is bonus, BONUS. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Bonus, guys. That is your 6 o'clock keyword. Good luck. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack.
Yeah.
Scott Brown and the Wings. We'll talk to Scott here in a few minutes. It's only money. EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. I don't know if you guys keep up with this or saw this today, but there are a couple of very famous podcasters that are also stand-up comedians that had big news today. Are you familiar with Tom Segura and his wife Christina Pazitsky?
Yeah, we have interviewed Tom on this show. We went to his stand-up show.
Yeah.
As well. Sat in the box. That was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Deb was there.
Super fun guy, and the podcast looks pretty fun. Well, and they've been together, I think, 18 or 20 years. And they do have a podcast together.
Yeah, they do.
And they are splitting up.
Who gets custody of Bert Kreischer?
Yeah, that's a good point. The other thing that was kind of interesting is, they haven't done the podcast together for a couple months, and people have been kind of wondering, what's going on.
Right.
I really haven't heard a word about their relationship being in trouble. They do say that it was an amicable split, so there's no hard feelings. But the interesting part is they say they're going to continue to do the podcast.
That's the part I was wondering about. Who gets custody of the podcast?
Yeah. They're going to continue to do the podcast, and I do not understand how that's going to work out. I mean, could you imagine? Like you have a relationship like they had, which was really kind of out there. I don't know if you watched any of the podcasts, but they were brutal to each other. I mean, about everything, about the relationship, about each other's bodies.
Really?
They did not pull any punches. They were really, really kind of tough on each other. But it did seem like in a loving, kind of playful way. It never seemed malicious. Not to me, it didn't. My wife listens to his show and watches it all the time. She thinks he's brilliant. I mean, I know he's very funny. Mm-hmm. He's been in the game a really long time. That podcast kind of brought him back.
Yeah.
Segura already had one career, and he kind of came back again.
Yeah, and part of that Rogan crew, and then blew up again, and has a Netflix show as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
It says that they had a special and productive relationship, creating one of the most successful comedy podcast networks in history. And more importantly, they have 2 kids. They're taking different paths moving forward while remaining devoted to the children. That's the normal thing you hear from celebrity couples. It said they got married in 2008. They co-founded YMH Studios, which means your mother's house or your mom's house. Fans have noticed they haven't filmed any episodes together in recent months. They will reportedly continue to co-host the show. Now in its 16th year, despite the split.
For as long as we possibly can.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine getting divorced and then showing up to do I don't care how amicable it is, because the instant one of the other ones starts dating or seeing somebody, and that conversation, because you talk about everything, right? You talk about your life. If that happened to one of us, we would be talking about new relationships. It's just what you have to do in the business.
Well, I think one of the more difficult parts is how do you maintain the tone of the podcast that you've had up until the divorce? So you can't go really hard in on each other and be brutal in a loving, fun way, and then come back and be, businesslike. Yeah, because that's not what the audience is there for.
Yeah, and when is one of them going to drop? Like when is one going to throw something at one the other one doesn't like, and they're going to go, oh, well, here's some behind the scenes stuff. Tom can't do this, or Christina can't do this, or won't do this, or has this problem. I mean, it's just a matter of time. That's going to be a really, do you know anybody that has the situation where they work with an ex? Do you know anybody like that? I cannot imagine how difficult that must be to have to work with an ex, especially you've been with for 20 years. You have 2 children with. To have to go in every day, sit across from them, knowing they have a completely different life without you now. A completely different story without you. Like when they leave the studio, you don't know what she's going to do. You don't know what he's going to do. They have a different life. There's no way you can't think about that.
Right.
Isn't that what happened to Joanna Gaines and the Magnolia? The whole, they broke up. And,
right, yeah.
But they'd built, an empire of fixing up houses. Right. And it's like now.
Did they break up? Oh, Chip and Joanna.
Yeah. Chip and Joanna, I think they did, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen anything of that.
The blonde girl has been through 3 husbands, the one that's done that. I forget her name. But she's been married and divorced 3 times and has that show has had that show the whole time, and it was a home makeover show. I mean, don't some of the people on some of these shows, like the Real Housewives, aren't they divorced from their people and they keep coming back?
That is something I am glad I have never
not even
introduced into my world.
No concept of it.
They could just show me the still shot of that career, and I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I don't need a bunch of Mar-a-Lago face looking at me.
Exactly.
And that's for the dudes too, by the way.
Yeah.
I just couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine if Tori and I got divorced and we went our separate ways, but yet we had to show up every week to record a podcast and go into our personal lives because that's part of their show now. You can't ignore that.
Yeah, and then, but I think you're right. I think the real sticking point is when one of them starts a new relationship. Is that not fodder for the show? Is it fodder? And then just that dynamic of that new relationship saying, oh, I don't like it that you work with your ex.
Yeah. I don't want to hear about whatever you're doing outside of that, especially if one. But it seems like when it's amicable, the idea of that is both people kind of see it the same way. Like she doesn't still kind of long for him and vice versa.
Right.
So there theoretically should not be any of that issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we know.
Yeah.
I mean, who do you think falls apart there first? If they both start dating, who has the problem with it first? Does the woman have a bigger issue with that? Like if this was you and Chris, would you have a harder problem? Do you think you would have a bigger problem, or do you think Chris would have a bigger problem?
It's always the guy.
It's always the guy?
It's always.
Does it get butt hurt?
Yeah, because when a
It's
woman...
the blow to the ego.
Yes, and when a woman decides, okay, I'm done, I'm disconnecting from this, she disconnects. I think a guy, it's like, oh yeah, I'm disconnecting. And like, oh, but what do you mean she doesn't want me anymore?
I'm disconnecting to see if you want me back. That's the only reason I'm disconnecting. Yeah, but you're right. Once a woman checks out, once they have come to the decision that they do not want to be with you anymore, it is really difficult to revisit that scenario.
Unfortunately, R. Kelly sang about that best.
What'd he say?
Oh, when a woman's fed up?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that's one of the best songs. The lyrics to that song could not be truer to life.
Yeah, because your switch flips, right? You don't even look at the person the same anymore.
I misunderstood. I thought his song was When a Woman is Fulled Up.
Yeah, her peeing in a bucket. Yeah, no, but when she stops arguing, you're done.
Yeah, that I know. That's
when she just goes, okay.
Yeah, the cost of quiet, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, you don't fight back. You don't do any of that stuff.
Nope.
You just get complacent. That goes with dudes too, though.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, matter of fact, when you like any of the people online that are like psychologists and they do these videos about stuff like that, they say that very thing. Like in relationships, like if your guy it doesn't fight or your girl doesn't fight back about stuff anymore, that's a really, really bad sign.
Texters say Chip and Joanna are still together.
Oh, okay, good.
Someone else says comedian Bobby and longtime girlfriend broke up and do Paper Tiger podcast.
Oh, Bobby Lee?
I guess.
Yeah, it's Bobby Lee. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know anybody like I don't know anybody that does this that has to work with an ex and any fit. I mean, the entertainment business is one thing, but like how about an office setting? Like I know somebody in this situation, but it's not the ex, it's the ex's mom. Yeah, the woman kind of left or wanted to separate, and the guy still works in an office with his ex-wife's mom.
Oh, that's gotta be
every day, and he says they get along okay, but I mean, it doesn't matter if you get along okay. I mean, that's there's always going to be that weird rub. That would be wild.
Oh, and this person says Chip and Joanna are still married. Someone else says they're still married and in love.
Okay, very nice.
So I don't know how our texter knows that.
Yeah. I think she was thinking of Christina Hawk.
Someone else said that Tarek and Christina El Moussa from HGTV had a messy divorce.
Yeah.
They're doing great shows together now with their respective people.
But they also got divorced and she got remarried and then got divorced again and got remarried because she remarried the guy named Ant from oh my God, it's the car show from England. Jeepers, Creepers, whatever it is, and it basically they buy a car.
Keep guessing.
They buy a car and then rebuild it and resell it. And he was the head mechanic, and he wound up marrying her. They were together for like an hour and a half, and then she left him and then was back with somebody else like not long after that. So
look at you knowing all the gossip.
Well, I mean, it's because I was a fan of his. Wheeler Dealers is the name of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Jeepers, Creepers,
Yeah,
Wheelers,
it's pretty close. A bunch of E's, Jack. Get out of here.
I agree.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Bonus is your 6 o'clock keyword. That's BONUS. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Our buddy Scott, almost said Scott Maxwell. Scott Brown up next with It's Only Money.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Here we go again. They're taking hard-working American people, American men, and they're taking their job.
I think it's so weird that they would be able to make a human being without using eggs or sperm. Scientists
I feel the same
on-
way about omelets.
The News Junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
All lanes are starting to get by now on I-4 westbound before Ivanhoe. We still got a cruiser off to the shoulder. There's a crash getting cleared up on the ramp from I-4 westbound Herkman Road. That off-ramp's partially blocked. Traffic still bumper to bumper southbound on Florida's Turnpike before US 192 due to that earlier accident. That's still getting cleared up off to the shoulder. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Advanced Air Home Service. One call solves it all.
Dispatch, this is Mindy, Advanced Air Home Services. Putting off fixing electrical problems in your home can be a real hazard. Visit AdvancedAirandHeat.com to take care of your electrical problems today. Advanced Air Home Services. License EC 13010897.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for Life Imaging. These guys are great. You heard Judy on with us last week. Absolutely killing it. She's so much fun. But I got to tell you, when you peel away all the fun stuff with Judy, she's dead serious about making sure that you are in good health. You heard her talk about calling customers to let them know, hey, look, you got to get in here and take care of these issues. Always making sure that her customers are taken care of and that these scans are going off exactly how they're supposed to. And that's exactly what they're all about. Saving lives in South Florida, then bringing that back up here and saving 500 plus lives in Central Florida. And they can do the same for you. I always think about that testimonial with the Jim couple who were in their 60s. They wanted to work out, but they wanted to also make sure that their health was there. So they got the scan. The woman was perfectly fine. The guy wound up in the hospital just 4 days later for open heart surgery that saved his life. So, man, get over there and take care of your issues with Life Imaging and their free heart scans. So, all you have to do is hop on your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's it, pound 250. Say that keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds, guys. Remember, this is just a few minimum requirements, a $699 value. And when you're there, please ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection saves lives. It's Life Imaging.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Shows, meals, drinks, even a roller coaster ride. All-inclusive two-night stay at Luxor or Excalibur, starting at $330 for two. Visit MGMResorts.com.
Faster than your phone charging. Faster than your lunch break. Faster than your commute. At Amscot, walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Join the ultimate soccer destination during the world's biggest sporting event this summer. Experience the free Orlando Soccer Celebration, presented by Verizon at Point Orlando. Catch every FIFA World Cup 2026 match live. Enjoy live music, entertainment, interactive fan experiences, global food and drinks, giveaways, special appearances from Orlando City and Orlando Pride players, and so much more. June 11th through July 19th. Admission is free, but RSVP is required. Visit OrlandoCitySC.com/soccer celebration and secure your spot today.
Hey, I'll be home in about 10 minutes. Actually, make it 8.
Hey, Mom. Yep, I'm walking home now. Mom, I'm trying to cross, but I don't think this driver sees me. No, they're driving too fast. Mom!
Speeding catches up with you. Early, on time, a little late, just get there safely. A message from the Florida Department of Transportation's Target Zero initiative.
My obstructive hypertrophic cardiomyopathy kept me from baseball games with my boys. The stairs were too much. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved and I can be more active again. Camzyos is a cardiac myosin inhibitor, the first in its class to treat adults with symptomatic OHCM. Camzyos may improve your symptoms and ability to be active, and it reduced obstruction in the heart 4 times more.
In a 30-week study, Camzyos, mavacamten, reduced post-exercise obstruction on average 47 units of pressure versus 10 with placebo. Results may vary. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby.
Visit Camzyos.com or call 1-855-CAMZYOS. Actor Portrayal.
I like shorts that are pretty short.
What do kids want to wear back to school? We ask them.
I love wearing things that make me feel confident. They have to be like really comfortable too. Yeah. Nike shoes, running shoes.
Like I think I wear my Birkenstocks every single day.
I just wear what I want and I let other people wear what they want.
Right now at Academy Sports and Outdoors, get 20% off backpacks from brands like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and more. In-store and online. Academy. Fun can't lose.
Academy.
AutoNation makes it easy to find your next used car, especially when the used car you need is at the price you want. Starting under $20,000. Plus, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises. Buy confidently with our 5-day or 250-mile money-back guarantee. Even appraise your car online and we'll give you a top dollar offer. Hurry to AutoNation now. Less stress, more go. Offer plus tax and tag. Appraisal subject to verification. See store for details.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour, and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
As America marks its 250th anniversary, we're looking back at 2.5 centuries of rebellion and liberty through the eyes of the heroes who defended it.
The whole thing about this country is freedom. If we're not careful, we could lose that.
On Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage, we bring you the defining moments of valor that went above and beyond the call of duty. Listen to Medal of Honor on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Medal of Honor and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
Are you offended yet? Obviously, we're only kidding. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
What up, JCS crew?
What up, homie?
Ain't no one out there said they have a 2001 Saturn that runs great. The Saturns were the worst GM cars ever made. They made of plastic. If you still got one running, I don't know, is it a museum piece? Tell me more because it's impossible.
Oh, what a deal, Colbert crew. You know, your favorite tea bag in Rockledge. I remembered. Anywho, since today we raise a beer to National Nude Day.
It is National
Nude Day. Now imagine what I'm doing with my garage door open right now.
I do not want to.
Can you picture it? Do you
Nope.
really want to picture it?
I do not.
Picture it.
Nope.
Have a good one, yo. Peace.
Look, I don't do this. This is not. I got nothing to do with that.
That's a guy who needs to come to the next Edgewater family lunch at Ruth's Chris.
He can work the projector.
And his Junkos and his gauges. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I am Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Hi there.
Let's do It's Only Money.
Helping people passionate about planning for their future rise above investment myths to build real wealth.
Isn't that really just common sense financial advice?
It's both.
Oh, okay.
It's only money
Little late,
with
Deb.
Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth.
Good lab for Scott Brown. EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. Fiduciaries in town for about 38 plus years, making sure that your money is taken care of, making sure it's going to earn you money in your retirement, and just making sure it's taken care of in general.
In general.
Lots of facets in taking care of your
A lot of
finances.
facets.
Yeah. How you doing, buddy? Everything good?
I'm good. Although, have you ever slammed your finger in a car door?
Oh.
Take a gander at that.
Wow, dude, that is bad.
Yeah, it sucks.
How'd you do that?
When did you do
I
that?
don't know how I did. How do you slam your... Like, I don't even know how I did it. Like, it shut.
Yeah.
It clicked.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's shut completely
It, like, clicked shut. And then it was like a 3-second delay where I thought,
oh, my hand's in
that
there.
doesn't feel right. And then there was about 30 seconds of, oh, my God, does that hurt?
Yeah.
So,
you tried on the nail there. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'm
Did it
supposed
happen today?
It happened 2 days ago.
Oh, you're going to lose that nail.
No problem. It's not his left hand.
Yeah.
Left hand would be a problem. Right hand can manage.
Well, I'm playing on Friday.
Are you really?
Yeah, and I'm like looking at the gripping on the...
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I think I'll be all right.
You playing at your club?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm playing somewhere tomorrow. Yeah. Son's playing there?
Yeah.
Okay, so earlier this week, we are actually, or not earlier this week because it's only Tuesday, but last week you sent me a text.
Yeah.
And it was a link to an Instagram post or LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. By the way, you can follow me on LinkedIn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Where Edgewater Family Wealth?
Or just Scott Brown.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And it was basically this lengthy, basically long paragraph, almost like a little short story of a client that you had for many, many years. As a matter of fact, not only was he your client, his parents were your client.
Yeah.
And he passed, and you got. By the way, I just had a friend pass as well. She was a sales rep here for years, and it took me 2 days to figure out exactly what I was going to write there because you want to write the right thing because it's going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So I completely understand that. What was your situation?
Well, it was so when he died a week ago yesterday, and his wife called me, and he had been sick for a long, long time, so we knew this day obviously was coming soon. But for days I ruminated on, and I thought, I really like to put out there not only what my experience with, and his name was Larry, what with Larry was, but I also wanted to kind of, because the people that follow me on LinkedIn are largely financial advisors, a lot of financial people in my community. And, a lot of times our business gets a little bit of a bad rap for people not being conscientious, or it's all BS.
No empathy.
No empathy. It's all commissions and what can you get out of people, which also isn't true.
Yeah, the greed is good theory, right?
Yeah. Well, somebody who watched Wall Street one too many times.
Yeah, right.
but I thought a lot about it. I started to write it, and then I changed my mind. I didn't want to be manipulative. I didn't want it to be for the wrong reason. And I said, screw it. I'm just going to put this out here. This is what I'm feeling. And I wrote about the fact that for College Parkers out there, Larry and I had breakfast 4 times a year at Christo's, which has been a staple of College Park breakfast for many, many years. And he would always order the Western omelet,
right?
And he would always tell me I ate too fast, and this was the staple of our conversations. And he rolled up for the first decade in a Harley,
okay,
and then he would roll up the second decade in a Gull Wing,
the old tricycle,
not quite to the tricycle, although he may have ended with one of those, but he got a Corvette eventually, and then eventually that he gave into the Cadillac. And, over the entire time, so I got his parents as clients in 88, 89. They passed, and then he and his sister became clients, and now, of course, they've both passed. But I wanted to just kind of share my experience with him because I think a lot of times in the financial advisory world, or at least the perception of the financial advisory world, is these relationships are sterile. It's about stocks and bonds. It's about
buy, sell.
Tax implications. It's what's on CNBC. The reality is it's called financial services for a reason. I tell this to my team all the time, is we are in the service. Stocks and bonds are a commodity. Mutual funds are a commodity. ETFs are a commodity. Combining all those things with empathy and a dedication to outcome is not a commodity. And this is somebody that I'd known for 35 years, I think. I'd watched him beat back cancer 5 different times.
Wow.
And and it never bothered him. Like, he'd walk up from chemo like the day before, and he'd be like, "Hey man, I need $3,000. I'm going on a cruise." I'm like, "Larry, are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah. I got slot machines, man. I got things to do."
Yeah, they get a good buffet. I'll be fine.
Yeah. And it was, and I just, right after he passed, I kept thinking about all we probably have had, 150 conversations over his lifetime and his time with my team. And so I just, I wanted to put that out there on LinkedIn. And, the heck of it is that 33,000 people looked at that post.
Wow, really?
33,000 people.
It's probably pretty rare in that environment, right?
It is very. I'm a popular dude. Don't get me wrong. But
I won't get you wrong.
It's usually more like 33 people see my post, but 33,000 people. It just struck a chord with people in my community in particular.
And I think you said it perfectly well. I mean, like, it'd be like, it seems so impersonal. So to have an advisor with a client that long reach out and tell a personal story about the relationship with this particular client must have seemed almost a bit alien in that world.
Well, it was almost like I heard a collective sigh out there.
We can do this.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh, we're allowed to admit we're human beings and having human relationships.
Right.
This is okay." Because I think a lot of people, they put on their suit and tie every morning and roll off to work as fine, and they'd whether it's, in the financial advisory business or the stock research business or whatever it is. And there's this feeling that you have to be inhuman, because if you're not inhuman, then you're susceptible to the issues that the rest of us have, right? But if you're inhuman, you're superhuman, and you're you know everything about everything. Well, I got news for you. Right. We don't know everything about everything. But what we do, a good advisor makes that human connection. And I think way too many advisors out there are all about the numbers, trying to impress a client with a return they probably can't repeat. When in the end of the day, what I think most people want, yes, they want success. Yes, they want returns that are competitive. Yes, they want good tax implications. Yes, they want their trust issues addressed. But they also want a connection, somebody that when there's a problem in the market or in their lives and it has to do with money or otherwise, they can pick up the phone and feel comfortable talking.
I got to tell you, I think we look for that in our attorneys, my wife and I, and we have Glenn and we have Ray that we deal with, and they're both on the show here. But it's that same thing. Like if we have a personal issue that we need to take care of, we'll pick up the phone for either one of them and go, "Hey, bub." It's not like, "Hey, do I need to make an appointment to come in?" or anything like that. It's, "Hey, I have this issue," and I got to get the feeling that most people believe that the clients of yours probably have that same vibe, that they can pick up the phone anytime and go, "Hey, Scotty, I need this," or "I need this."
Yeah, agreed. I take a lot of pride in that. People have my cell phone number.
Yes.
I mean, so the second part of the story is his widow came in today.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and she came in and sat with my team, and she's a wonderfully nice lady, but she was not the financial spouse. Larry did all of the financial stuff.
She was the writer, huh?
She was just, she trusted, she believed, and with good reason. But when she came in today, she couldn't have told you where a dollar was.
Oh, really?
She could not tell you what stocks, what's bonds, what's where, what the registrations say. She couldn't have told you any of that. The good news is that prior to his passing, Larry and my team and I had put together all of the documentation. We had repapered all the accounts. We had put on transfer of deaths, which, by the way, for the people out there listening, if you're in you have brokerage accounts or even bank accounts, you can put something called a TOD or transfer on death, which means basically the client walks in or the beneficiary walks in with a death certificate and the money is theirs. There's none of this nonsensical probate.
Yeah.
4 pounds of paperwork, 3 judges you got to see, cross your heart, hope to die kind of stuff. It's literally bring me a death certificate and we'll get this done. So we had gotten out in front of that for her. But I will say, and I've talked about this a lot in the past, is that the non-financial spouse needs a teammate. Now, if the non-financial spouse passes, no big deal, right? Because that's the person that handled the money anyway. In her case, she wasn't even close, right? So she came to me and she said, what a lot of people say is Larry said, always come to Scott, right? And she did. And my team was there. There were 3 of us sitting there at the table. We had the paperwork ready. We got all the documentation done. We made sure she didn't make a mistake. And one of the things people need to keep in mind, especially for folks my age, 61, 65, 70, whatever, is recognize that the death of a spouse, you are not thinking clearly.
Right.
You may think you're thinking clearly.
Yeah.
6 months later, you will realize you were not.
Right.
And one of the things I told her as she left my office is I said, you are not to buy anything from anyone for the next few months. No annuities, no life insurance, no whatever insurance, no, hey, I got a deal for you, none of that. So she literally rolls out of my office, and I'll tell you about that in a second, and calls me an hour later from the bank and says, hey, can you talk to the banker? And so I get on the phone with the unhappy banker who has to talk to me.
Right, yeah.
And I say, look, man, she needs access to cash. She doesn't know how to get it. He said, well, here are the type of accounts. I said, okay, well, here's what I need you to do, and here's what she needs access to. This is how much money. She didn't even have money set aside yet for the funeral.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Right. So I had to figure out how to get her the cash on that, which is no easy task based on the way that the accounts were structured at the bank. So we walked through all of these things, but backing up to her, she was in the office for about an hour and a half, 2 hours today, and Greg Rossler was there because she's getting his Social Security, right? So she didn't understand, where do I go? How do I get the Social Security fixed? What am I going to get? He got this, I got that. And Greg was sitting there right there with her. And like Greg always does, he's like, it's this easy. This is what you get. This is the phone number. Literally, here's the phone number you call. This is how you do it. And I can tell you that she was smiling as she walked out of the office. But the funny part is she was so relieved. She gets up. She hugs me. She hugs my assistant. She hugs my junior planner. As she's leaving the building, my nephew, who does not work for me, is sitting in the lobby, and she hugs him.
That's customer service.
I'll tell you what. So if you're hugging random people, I feel like we've done a pretty good job.
I would agree with that 100%. Hey, and that's super important. We've talked about this before, about the idea of your spouse being one of the most important people in your financial outlook. And, what would you say to people that are in that same situation where they are the number one hand? Because a lot of couples do this. I mean, my wife handles our finances. I do other stuff in the house. She handles that because I don't like dealing with it. She likes dealing with it. She's way better at it than I am. So it takes that pressure off. I can just go out and earn as much money as I can. But right now, I would be that guy.
Yeah.
I would be. I know where a lot of it is, but I don't know where all of it is.
Right.
But I would be that guy. What do you tell couples to do? Is there a service that you guys offer, or is there a program that you guys have there that can kind of teach people how to kind of get each other in tune of what's happening financially? I mean,
I think, sometimes the person who's the non-financial person, I can, off the top of my head, I can think of 3 couples where in this case in one case it was the female, and in the other case it was the husband, weren't engaged heavily. They had a slight awareness, but they dragged the spouse into the office and said, look, I need to understand this. So I will sit down with both of them, but I will make sure in this, in the first case, that she understands at least where to go and what to do. She may not care if he owns Microsoft or Apple, but she wants to know, okay, what are the accounts? Which one's the IRA? Which one's not the IRA? Should something happen, where do I have access to cash? That's something as simple as that.
A little cheat sheet kind of thing.
Yeah, we build them a cheat sheet. We tell them, here's where you go. Here's how you get online. Here's the things you need to do. I mean, in my office, it's a pretty big joke. The joke is my assistant's name is Linda, and everybody says, well, we're just going to call Linda, right? They don't even want to talk to me. They want to talk to Linda, right? And that's what they all say. But the reality is, in many, many cases, it's hard to, get the financial spouse to kind of come off the stuff a little bit.
Yeah, because if it makes them uncomfortable.
It's a little bit of a control issue.
Right, sure.
And the second part is to get the non-financial spouse to care enough.
Right.
Right? So we're trying to get them to kind of find a middle ground. So they come to us in all kinds of ways, but I typically build a cheat sheet for those people and say, if something happens, here's what you do.
And we talked to our attorney friends about living wills and estate planning and stuff of that, but I know that there's is there a separate way to do that financially and on top of everything else you do, or is that a situation where you set it up there at the firm where you can handle a lot of this financial stuff that can kind of avoid probates and things of that nature? I don't really understand that, so...
so the two businesses or the two industries are somewhat tied at the hip, meaning the legal industry and our industry, especially when it comes to wills, trusts, and estates. So one of the big misconceptions people have is they'll come in and they'll say, hey, Scott, I got the trust done, I'm good. And I'll say, well, what do you mean you're good? Well, we went to the lawyer, we spent the $5,000, and now everything's in a trust. And I'm like, well, that's interesting because none of the stuff you have here is in the trust. None of it's registered as the trust, and none of it will go into the trust. Well, what do you mean? A lawyer draws up a trust, but a lawyer can't change the registrations without reaching out to us.
You just create the trust and that's it.
Right, and you'd be surprised how many attorneys don't force the client to make that call or make that call for the client. And that's always been frustrating to me because I'm like, look, the person all attorneys aren't this way. Many are very conscientious, but some... If you don't force them, they're just like, here's the document, good luck. But you have to understand, if you have a trust, but your registrations don't say that, it's not registered as the Jim Colbert trust dated blah, 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 it's not in the trust. So it doesn't matter what you've done with the lawyer if it's not documented. When it comes to IRAs are what I like to call a probate exclusive document, meaning that's not going to be probated. Whoever the beneficiary is going to get the money.
Right.
Do not pass go, do not collect 200. It's going to get done. And then with regard to other accounts, like was the case with Larry's wife, we do what's called the TOD. That's a pretty simple document. Usually it's free in most brokerage firms. And that also kind of treats it like an IRA where probate and such are not an issue.
Wow. Very cool, man.
Yeah, we do all that on the front end.
Yeah, right on. And that's EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. Not only can you take the Wealth DNA test, which is is an absolute must. It's fun. I suggest you do it with your spouse. It's free, and it actually gives you a printout and gives you kind of an idea of what kind of person you are financially. Are you a saver? Are you a risk taker? Are you not a risk taker? It'll give you a really good kind of idea of how you look at your money and how you earn it. Really neat. But also you have a couple books there, and you can actually request a consultation.
You can. You go to EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. There's pull downs for the book I Never Made Anybody Rich, which is the book I wrote many years ago. We have I Got a Guy, which is a guide to using a financial advisor. And the Wealth DNA test, we got 11 of them back in the last couple of days. And what was interesting, my junior pointed out to me, is that of the 11, the people who had $500 to $1 million, all of them listed themselves as not comfortable with their finances.
Oh, wow, really?
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So we've decided to go back and look at all of them and see what the feedback's been. But we're learning a lot about how people feel about money just by, not only are they learning about themselves, but we're learning about them as well.
And interesting, I bet a lot of that has to do with, like, when you go online on social media anywhere, I think one of every 6 videos that I see is, hey, you know, this is the new number. If you're retiring at this age, if this is is this enough? You have 1 million or you have 8, is that enough if you're 62? And there's like a lot of that kind of almost scare tactic stuff out there trying to get you to pay attention to it. But the key there, and what people need to realize when they see stuff like that, is it's not really the number, it's the lifestyle that you're going to wind up living or you're going to ask to live. That's what really matters, you know, whether it be 1 million or 200,000.
Yeah, it's not an algorithm. You know, you're 62 and you need this much. You're 64 and you need that much. That's silliness.
Right.
Everybody's different. Everybody has different income needs, different lifestyle needs. Some people go to Europe. Some people sit home and read a book. So I would not put a lot of stock in the things you see.
Yeah, and that's why you need to go to EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com, get yourself a consultation, and talk to real pros that have been doing this for damn near 50 years.
I'm in favor of that.
I like that idea as well. Deb, you got some news for us?
Florida's chief financial officer adds to your hurricane preparations. Hey, Florida cities are ranked for fitness. And cops charge a man for a stunt on I-95. But don't worry, it wasn't dangerous.
Okay.
We'll talk about that next during You Heard It Here First.
All right, you take a little break. Back in a sec with Deb's News, and we'll get the hell out of here on a Tuesday.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
More showers and thunderstorms are on the docket for our Tuesday evening. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. Just like our Monday, a couple of those could turn strong to even severe. We do have a level 1 out of 5 risk in play across Central Florida, for the main hazards being the gusty wind with the help of some of that dry, dusty air overhead. Those storms that do develop fade away through the early part of the night. Will have temperatures falling back into the middle to upper 70s. And for our hump day, a little bit of improvement in the rain department with more of that dust overhead. That dry air should limit our coverage just a bit further. Still expecting a few showers and storms, though, with highs hot in the mid-90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Tools Ace Hardware is Central Florida's Big Green Egg headquarters, offering the absolute largest selection of Big Green eggs and egg accessories. The Big Green Egg is the original ceramic Komodo cooker. Its unique ceramic design and patented airflow system deliver unrivaled thermal properties and precise temperature control, ranging from 200 degrees all the way up to 750 degrees. It is a complete outdoor cooking solution, an oven, a smoker, and a grill all in one, and it can handle everything from smoking tender ribs to baking super crispy pizzas. Plus, every egg purchase comes with a limited lifetime warranty. And save yourself the trouble of putting it together or hauling it home, because Tools Ace Hardware offers free assembly and free local delivery on your Big Green Egg purchase. Let these guys do the heavy lifting for you. Shop their huge selection at any of their easy-to-find 14 Central Florida locations, or find them online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your backyard place.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. The number one mistake people make when getting a mortgage is not comparing their quote. It's so easy to compare at my website, thatmortgageguydon.com.
With thatmortgageguydon.com. Russ Rollins here. This July, celebrate America's 250th birthday by declaring your freedom on outdated bathrooms, hard-to-clean grout, and the worry of hidden leaks. At HBN Bath, they'll help you enjoy beautiful, low-maintenance shower designs with quality products from brands like Moen. For a limited time, qualified buyers can enjoy no payments until 2028. It's your chance to declare independence from old bathrooms once and for all. Visit HBNUSA.com. That's HBNUSA.com. License number CBC 1255975.
The biggest sporting event in the world and a superior light beer to match it. Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. 0% financing for 72 months. Lifetime warranty. And all you need is $4 down. Now extended final days at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. It's my 250 sales event. I've dropped prices on 250 vehicles. Thousands and thousands off. Acres of new Mitsubishis. Outlanders with third row seating and all the tech. Plus acres of used cars. All you need, $4 down. $4. Now extended final days. Vehicles under 20 grand. Payments under $250 a month. I'm paying $3,000, $4,000, even $6,000 more for your trade. Bad credit, we don't just get you approved. We work with banks and credit unions to get you the lowest rate. Mitsubishi's under 20 grand. 0% financing for 72 months. With lifetime warranty. Thousands off. And every vehicle's just $4 down. Now extended final days at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just 2 miles off I-4. RCHill.com. That's RCHill.com.
Hoagie Fest is back at Wawa. And this year, it's a meal deal. Grab any shorty hoagie, wrap, or chicken sandwich, any Hers chips, and a small fountain drink for just $6. Or make it a classic for only $8. It's the hoagies you love, now with even more value. Big flavor, same Hoagie Fest vibes, but only for a limited time. Hoagie Fest is back. Gotta have a Wawa.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy, sometimes some brokers, that's the finish line. They shake your hand, commission done, and then you may not hear from them again until renewal time. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and risks. That's why I'm introducing SuperSure. Your company has more than 25 employees. Whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. SuperSure is the super agency built for you. Licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At Supersure.com, you can access tools like the Fine Print Facts tool, which translates your current policy into English so you know what's covered and what's not. Plus, a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth, so you know exactly what needs to be protected. It's Supersure.com. That's Supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all policies in one place. Go to Supersure.com. That's Supersure.com.
Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead. We'll look ahead tomorrow on the Monsters. They'll have the next set of the daily keywords starting at 9 a.m. Your chance to win $1,000 each and every hour on Real Radio, all the way up until 9 p.m. And Ray Trenley himself from TK Law will be in studio with the Monsters tomorrow. Now, when it comes time for you to plan ahead for you and your family's future in the world of living wills, estate planning, and trusts, you can trust Ray Trenley and the team at TK Law online at onefirmforlife.com.
At work? Just pretend you're on a Zoom call with us. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Good afternoon, Colbert crew.
Hello,
Okay,
friend.
Jack. If you're gonna buy a truck, buy a damn truck. A big truck. A macho truck. Okay? Your kids will really love you.
Yeah, Jack. Don't you know your manhood's wrapped up in your vehicle?
Not only that, but I have to buy my kids love now by getting a truck.
She wants you to have a big old truck, Jack.
yeah,
I got to
yeah.
tell you, if you
I
piled
know.
out of a big truck, I'd leave the state.
Yeah.
It would be wild. All right,
Yeah,
welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack.
Here I
and
come, Bigfoot.
Scott Brown still with us, EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. A big thanks to our friends over at Elixir. And by the way, the very first World Cup match I ever saw in my life was at 9 o'clock in the morning. England was playing. A buddy of mine at the time was an English guy, major soccer fan. Matter of fact, his brother played professionally, not at that level. And I remember pulling into Elixir to go watch this match. This was back in the 90s, right? And we pull up and I'm like, it's 9 in the morning. Who's going to be there? Oh, it's everybody. Everybody's there. There are 500 people in there, stuffed like sardines watching soccer. And one of the reasons I mention that is they're doing it again because they had not only brought us incredible lunch, but every Monday, half-price cheeseburgers, half-price wings. And this Sunday, it is World Cup Finals, Jackson.
Oh, that's right. Elixir, downtown corner, Washington and Orange Ave. Online at elixirorlando.com. But you can it's downtown soccer destination, whether it's tomorrow's semifinal of England versus Argentina or Sunday's final match. Don't forget. And then Mondays, that's his new thing. Half-price cheeseburgers, half-price wings. The food is already great. You're getting a great deal there.
Yeah.
Invest the rest.
And by the way, a wonderful place with a great vibe to watch soccer. It almost is like an old school English pub. So you're already there. Great whiskey selection and good food as well. So thanks, Elixir. We appreciate that.
You and I watched a World Cup match at Elixir.
Yeah, we
right
sure
Right
did.
at the bar eating mango habanero wings.
You're 100% right.
Watch Team USA lose in that one.
Oh, yeah. All right. Deb, let's do You Heard It Here first.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on The Jim Colbert Show.
And You Heard It Here First is brought to you by Stellar Nights at Orlando Science Center now through August 1st. So popular.
Oh,
They
man.
had to add new dates and everything. You can see the lineup and grab your tickets at osc.org. Piece of advice, go early.
I had a Fleetwood Mac show.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I had a Fleetwood Mac show
Fleetwood Mac
players.
Show, yep, and Taylor Swift. Florida's chief financial officer and fire marshal is reminding residents to expand their hurricane season preparations beyond just stocking up on batteries and bottled water. Speaking at a Fort Myers fire station today, Blaise Ngolia emphasized adjusting insurance coverage to make sure the full value of your home is covered.
If your property has gone up in value, go back to the market, go talk to your insurance agent, make sure that you're getting current in replacement cost. It doesn't cost that much more, but you will be protected. Again, better to be safe than sorry.
He adds residents should take videos and photos of their entire property and everything in it, store it either on a drive or up in the cloud to keep it dry. He even suggests taking videos and photos of every official who shows up offering help with your claims and repairs. I think that's great advice to give our older family members who may be trusting of that first tree person that shows up. All right, a new ranking suggests Florida has room for improvement when it comes to health and wellness.
That's hard to believe.
The American Fitness Index ranks Tampa as Florida's fittest city at number 37 nationally, followed by Miami, St. Petersburg, Cape Coral, Orlando, and Hialeah. Jacksonville, Duval came in at 84th, while Port St. Lucie ranked 98th out of the 100 largest U.S. cities and finished last in the community and environmental health category.
Oh, my God.
And then finally, a man is facing felony charges in St. Johns County after deputies say he launched fireworks from a moving vehicle on I-95 on the 4th of July. The sheriff's office says
That's illegal?
its air unit
I was gonna
spotted fireworks being fired from a passenger window with the pyrotechnics landing in the travel lanes and the median as vehicles passed by. The occupants initially denied any involvement. We didn't do that. But deputies say it was recorded by our helicopter. So the passenger was arrested and charged with shooting a deadly missile from a moving vehicle.
True patriot.
That will get you street cred.
And police talk, they call that the Kid Rock.
Right?
They just, we got a Kid Rocker out here on 95. Like, really? Another guy shooting fireworks out of a sunroof?
And you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Deborah.
Oh, you're welcome.
Who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank Scott Brown with Edgewater Family Wealth. Yay! Also want to thank, like you said, Elixir for our delicious lunch. Nutritionist Sarah Geha, just in case you missed Sarah's nutritional advice or Scott's timely financial advice. Both of their podcasts have already been posted at The Jim Colbert Show. And then last but never least, Sam Bowen, Candace Rich, and Alicia Bulware for running our YouTube chat.
Yeah, don't forget SarahGWellness.com. There you go, for sure. Jack, question of the day.
In our YouTube chat, do you own or plan to buy an EV, an electric vehicle?
Do you have a time frame or just at all?
Just in putting it out there.
15% say yes.
20.
Yeah. I mean, 1 out of 5. That's not terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty normal, I think.
Yeah, probably so.
The way it's been.
EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. Go take the Wealth DNA test, download a book, and make a consultation for Scott and the guys who take good care of your portfolio. You should start now. If you're in that wheelhouse, you got to get over there.
Yep.
Thanks, Scott. Always good seeing you, buddy.
My pleasure.
All right, on behalf of Deb, Jack, and Scott, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Tuesday evening.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Oh, Lord.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out The Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to The Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
That crash has been moved off to the shoulder westbound on I-4 before Lee Road. We still got emergency crews off to the shoulder on I-4 westbound near Ivanhoe, clearing up that crash. On the turnpike southbound before US 192, crews are off to the shoulder, clearing up that accident as well. Looks like traffic's starting to get by